Music, something cool. Good morning, YouTube. We are live. How you doing? Good morning to you. I think it might help if I turn on my chat feature. Who's watching there? Ninja Mama, good morning. First man to the gate. How you doing? How is life treating you this lovely? This is our second broadcast of the new year. I think people are a little bothered that I'm not on TikTok doing the video lives anymore, but I think they'll get over it. What do you think? I'm having a banana for breakfast. Put these over here and I'll eat them later. Otherwise, you're going to have to watch me eat. My daughter hates that. So, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Tuesday is such a nice day, huh? It's not Monday. And I don't know if that's going to stay sitting there like that. It's not very well balanced. In this room, there's a weird slope. I'm glad I don't have my office chair here because I'd be rolling into the corner. All right. Two days. What did your lawyer say to expect? 2 days. That's huge. That's kind of scary, eh? Scary stuff. All right, let's pull the tarot cards out. Are you both there? Or is it just you? Do you want to come online or are we keeping you offline? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to you. Do you want to come on live? Just you. So, did you want to come on live or not? I need to put the streaming address up, don't I? What is the streaming address? Now I've forgotten how to get the link. Oh, I forgot how to get the link. Oh, I know how to get the link. Invite. Invite. There we go. Copy. There's your link. There you go. And I got a wobbly table. I've got to get new furniture for my living room, my reading room, but I don't want to spend a great deal of money. And I specifically have an idea, like I want wing chairs, like big comfy library chairs to sit in. What do you think? There's the link. Good morning, Amanda. Good to see you. I got something in my eye suddenly. Oh. All right. There's the link. So you gonna come on, Ninja Mama, or no? Hi, Amanda. All right, I got Amanda in the wings. Do you want to come on live, Amanda, and practice your readings with us? Do you want to practice reading with us? Yeah. All right, we're gonna bring Amanda on. We're gonna do like a gaming chair. No, more like a library wing chairs. So it wouldn't. There we go. There's Amanda. Everybody say hi to Amanda. Is your volume on?
Yeah, it should be.
Good. There you go. Double readings today, you guys. This is gonna be fun. What were you? I TikTok. I've lost my mind. TikTok just makes me very enervated anytime I turn it on. And so, but I get so many messages, not just like on the TikTok live, but in the messages that I don't think I can leave this thing. And one of my close personals just joined TikTok and added me, and I had to add them back yesterday. And I'm like, I'm trying to leave this platform.
Yeah.
It's like Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't leave. All right.
I love that song.
What's that?
I love that song, Hotel California.
It's a nice song. I can play it. I can play it very, very badly on a guitar. All
I
right.
love that.
So I was watching your live on TikTok for a couple of seconds as I was scrolling by. That's the point of even mentioning TikTok. A great thank you to everybody who disappeared off of TikTok who made my channel what it was. But here we are. So, if I'm only going to be 6, I might as well be on the channel that doesn't turn my stomach every time I turn it on, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
get it.
Greg's listening in the other room. He's like, right? He knows me too well. It's like when you're autistic, little teeny things, like it doesn't strike you as a big thing, right? But little
Mhm.
teeny thing like that add to another little teeny thing, and it adds to another little thing. And by the end of the day, you're just a freaking basket case. So I prefer not to allow teeny little things like that in my existence, and life is much calmer, much happier,
Oh
and
yeah.
much easier to wade my way through, right?
Yes.
Reading, how long have I've been reading since I was 14 years old. These cards have been saying basically the same words to me and to everybody that I read for all of these years, and it's I had to go through a period where I really couldn't listen to what the cards were saying because I would glom onto it emotionally, right?
Yeah.
This, if you haven't figured out the park you at the door yet, we'll work on that when I read for you. Anyway.
Yeah.
So if we're only going to have 6 people come in, well, we'll build it from here and focus and concentrate on the one channel, right? All right, Ninja Mama. I don't know if you guys know each other off of TikTok. Autumn here is a very practiced reader who is just starting her professional. It's really scary at the beginning, I got to tell you. I went professional not because I wanted to do it or make money. I went professional because I wanted to slow down the number of people that were asking me to read for them.
Mm.
So,
I'm doing it because I feel called to do it. And it's
yeah,
like the more I come online, the more it's just like people literally come to me,
yeah,
especially if I go outside this door.
yeah,
These people that I meet and the things I say and the chills I get, and like they're like, wow, it's like opening up people's worlds, and it's like
yeah.
they're finding me, and it's awesome. It's an awesome experience. So
It is. I said to somebody said to me, why don't you read more often? I said, God, I'd read all day, every day if I could, but I've got this. Well, I'm pointing at the Pepper Master sign that no longer exists in my background because it's downstairs in my office.
yeah.
The Pepper Master is my bread and butter. And that's what pays for this lovely, cushy little reading room that is
Hmm.
still a work in progress and pays for the roof over my head, which is
Yeah, mine's here. I got double screen set up. Like,
there you go. You get a better setup than I do. Give me time. Right now, I'm just working with a laptop. I get my really decent camera this week. I've got my super decent
oh, that's cool.
Mike, this changes, especially if you're broadcasting live on YouTube. This thing changed everything. The second that YouTube stopped picking up on the negative background noise and stuff, the more
Yeah,
they start picking you up. The pink mic, is it great? I bought it
it is
because
pretty.
it was pink. Thank you. I need to get a pair of earbuds so that the sound is here just in case I get somebody. You know how you get soft talkers and they kind of whisper when they talk? They're hard to, so I've got to turn up my mic and then I end up with feedback. And yeah, so
Hmm.
that's the next thing is to get invisible earbuds like they use in multimedia. But the good stuff is not cheap. So you got to build up into it piece by piece.
Yep.
And sometimes I haven't done it yet because I'm a bit of a geek and I know people. But sometimes you go, oh, so and so told me to get this camera or that mic, and it doesn't work with my voice for whatever reason, right?
Mm.
Well, Holly says her husband mumbles, so there you go, right? But yeah, it's really for me, it's become like when I get to full retirement from the company, which is any year now.
I
I
know.
keep
I
thinking
get
it'll
it.
be end any second, but no. Soon though, I'll get my retirement, and then I'll be way more available for the reading. But hopefully over the next few weeks, it'll come that I'll be able to come live rather than just Tuesdays, that I'll be able to do a little more often. But I want to do more readings like we were doing with Tarot Phenoms, because there's a lot of people out there that want to learn how to read, and throwing your cards around like basketballs isn't how it, my grandmother, my entire life, was a professional tarot card reader. I've got 45, God, I sound old, years reading tarot cards. My grandmother had been reading since she was a little girl. So, and she died like 80 something, 90, almost 90, I think, when she died. So she had a combined, between the two of us, we had well over 100 years of reading. When I read here with my girlfriend, Mary, who I'm going to start bringing in more often once we get the reading room set up, we'll have her set up with her own mic and her own camera. This is going to be so cool once everything's ready. But yeah, that's the ability to learn what other people are seeing in the cards, right? I don't know if you managed to sit in on any of those classes, but they were cool, because Mary would go, oh, well, this is what I'm seeing in my cards. And she'd do the reading for the person. And then I would look and I would add to what Mary had said. Or I would say, oh, yeah, Mary, show me that piece on your card that's showing whatever. And she'd hold the card up like this, right? And you'd look at the card and go, oh, you know what I've got jumping out? And then you've got your own cards beside, and these are the cards I'm using. Oh, it's great fun. Anyway, so we're going to try that a little bit today.
Yeah, I don't use cards. If anything, I use crystals and my own energy and what I hear in my head and the images I see. And I can heal with energy, but it's more than one style. It's really my own style. It's not Reiki. It's not.
The one,
it's mine.
Yes, it has to be, because you can't work my magic. You can borrow my magic long enough to find your own magic. I think Holley probably discovered that early on, because I keep focusing people. Don't listen to me, listen to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody tells you, oh, you got to listen to me, you got to listen to me. They're, no. Listen to you hearing what I'm saying. It's not me you need to listen to. It's you, right?
Well, I've always been that way. I've always been the one to do my own thing, beating my own drum. I don't really care what your opinion is, because I know who I am. I've really been centered a lot of my life. I know I'm stubborn and I hold things back and I don't process emotions well, but I had a healing this weekend, and I feel like a different person already, to get past that extra little.
The funny thing, I'll tell you something crazy, right? And it sounds absolutely ridiculous and impossible when you hear it spoken out in human words. When you hear it, I keep telling people that, look, the universe doesn't speak English or French for that matter. It speaks energy. It speaks emotion. And so I'm feeling what the cards are saying and then translating them into the words for, if I could get the person that I am reading for, and I think you practice that when I'm reading your cards, if you can feel the words that I'm speaking and not hear the words that I'm saying, they'll have way more impact and way more depth, right? And that is why I have so many clients who are professional healers in their own right, because I help them focus way better. And then the flow through is the best part. So I was talking about Mary. I'm talking about my girlfriend, Mary Tutero, who lives down the street from me, although I am also still personal friends with the very famous Mary Greer. And I at some point, once everything's settled and everything else, I will be bringing in my very famous tarot friends. They're not cheap though, you guys. So I have to this has to actually be working in such a way so that I can afford to pay for their time to have them come in here, because you got to remember that those folks are professionals in their own right. And Mary, for one, has been doing this since a very, very long time. If she watches this, she'll kill me for saying how old she is, but we won't go there. And another teacher who was very, very powerful and influential to me, who has transitioned on to the great beyond, is the absolutely unforgettable Rachel Pollack. And I miss her greatly, but she very, very often, she comes into my cards every time I read, because she reminds me as I'm reading, don't forget what you're not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So remember those words while you're reading. Look for what is not immediately visible, what is hiding behind what you actually see. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're using cards, you can use things like numerology, I Ching, if you've been trained in energy reading your cards, like with the Thoth. I Ching is my latest study, is to be able to look at a trigram and know exactly what it is and feel its meaning just by feeling the way that the I Ching flows. I don't know. I Ching is a whole other study. This has more to do with my Qigong practice than it does with the tarot, because to my knowledge, the only one that ever connected I Ching energy to the tarot was Crowley, and he didn't actually do it. Other people who read his work did it. So
yeah,
there's something to the energy, whether you believe in it or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you
Absolutely.
go. All right. So Ninja Mama's sitting back here waiting for her cards to be read. And she got drama for days going on for the last couple of months too.
Okay.
What's a good book for empaths? Oh, dude, you want to start, honestly, you want to start if you want to use the energy, or do you want to not use the energy, is the key question I should be asking you.
Yeah.
Right?
Getting to
You
know
want to
what your
feel the
energy
energy, you
is.
want to work with the energy, or don't you? Okay, so Ninja Mama's drama has been going on for 3 years. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. And we've got we're short time to the end date. So all is said, all is done. Now we're waiting. Now we're waiting on the judge. He come to judge. Super short time. One of the things about I Ching, I like to say, I can't do timing in the cards, because the universe says soon, and I go, what does
Mm-hmm.
soon mean? Well, the universe has no clue what time it is. How could they possibly
No.
know what soon it means, right? It's coming.
It's energy, it's frequency. It
Yeah,
all depends on circumstance and how it
exactly.
all plays out before you can get your answer, because there's so many different factors that come in and that could alter that timing.
You got it. And this is why I decided to dive back into I picked up I Ching as a teenager because it was a cool oracle. And I was into that, hippie. I'm still into that hippie thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I found the I Ching and I thought it was cool. And I had I had a funky little hippie bag with my, I had pennies. They were perfect pennies from 1965 that I had gone
Wow.
and started with. They were untouched, brand new 1965 pennies. And I used those for a couple of years as my oracle. But I hadn't learned, if I had known back then what I know about Crowley and the I Ching, I would probably be a master of the I Ching at this point. But I didn't know then. And when I found out, I think it was Don Milo Duquette who mentioned the I Ching. And then I found there's a beautiful deck that I've been reading with, but it's downstairs in my office. And it is by a woman, and she's got the I Ching symbols right on the cards. Now, I don't know who put them on the cards, because as I said, it wasn't Crowley, but there they are. So I've been learning them so that I can look at them at a glance and know what that I Ching means. So
I can feel your excitement
it's so
talking
cool.
about. You are so excited and fascinated with it, and like you're so excited to share the information. I can feel it. I love it.
Well, what's so exciting for me about it is all these years, like I said, it's all about timing. While the I Ching is about energy flow, right? And energy ebbs and peaks and rolls over and is easy. It's easy to feel. I'm choking up here. Maybe I'm not supposed to be saying this. Energy is easy to feel once you know how to feel it. right? And when you know how to interpret what you're feeling into timing and where it is on its flow, you can do timing with specificity. Like I'm starting to be able to kind of time events down to within days using the I Ching energy. So but very early days yet. I'm not bringing it in here for you guys yet.
Yeah.
I can't read it. All right. So, okay. So, ooh, Holley's kind of very exciting. I gotta love, this was the year of judges and lawyers and cops. I swear to God, I don't think I've seen so many emperors coming up in the cards as in any year preceding last year.
It's the ending of cycles that no longer serve people. So it's cutting those contracts. It's making people make changes for them, and it's making room for what's to come.
All right.
Or at least that's what I heard in my head.
I'm going to get you to, what do you need to focus on, Amanda, when you're focusing on somebody that you're reading for? Or does he do this?
Like a question, a name, and or if they want to hear from a person, whatever it may be, and then if I tap into that energy.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so it's just whatever the flow is, and you can just piggyback on whatever I'm flowing, right?
Correct. I can piggyback on you because I'll see something different that you may not be bringing through.
Right.
Like it's pretty cool how that works when we work together.
Yeah, that's what we found with the Tarot Phenoms practice, was that other people were getting messages that, speaking of which, Holley's chomping at the bit. She's going to want to be read for too. So, all right. So we're going to start with Ninja Mama, and we got the drama. So we're at dead end, right at the end energy of a petrifying situation for a young family who really doesn't need this kind of crap in their life. And hopefully they have managed to convey to the powers that be that, hey, we're good. We're going to stay clean. We're good people. And I know that they are, but judges go by what judges go by. And they're not exactly in a sane legal environment necessarily. Oh, by the way, my cards, you guys, I'm a politic freak and totally freaked out over this whole Donald Trump existence. But the cards keep saying trust in the legal, trust in the court. This is I'm getting with the I Ching, I'm getting an October ending to all the bullshit. October, November ending because midterms are coming. But just stay the course. If you see, report it, turn it in. Stand up, be forthright, be legal, be righteous. Don't break the law in your own turn in order to take these numbnuts down. The law will, as much of an ass as I believe the law is going to actually save us all. It doesn't look like it right now, but it's coming. I promise. All right. So we're going to focus on Ninja Mama. And this is a quicker law coming up here. So
okay.
See. All right. Shuntae, welcome. It's your first time here. All right, you guys, you're going to want to subscribe. You're going to want to take a look down in the corner. Oh, I got to sneeze here. I'm going to come into money or something. Oh, wait, I'm selling my house. Of course I'm coming into money. All right. My mom used to say that if your nose got itchy or your nose would...
You're making mine right now. It's like...
Oh, now I see it. There's COVID going around. Watch out, you guys.
No, it's not running. It was itching. I was like feeling a tickle like on this side. Lately, I've been feeling like an itch on this lobe.
All right. So those of you who are here for the first time, take a look down in the bottom corner of your YouTube screen and make sure that it's flashing live. I'm reading here. I'm here until noon today. It's Eastern time. I'm here until things change. For the moment, every Tuesday between 9 and noon. These readings are free. If you go to psychictarot.ca, you can find a link to Tarot Reader in My Pocket, which is a monthly subscription, and that gives you automatic guaranteed readings in my lives. Now, we used to do this on TikTok, and TikTok took over 60% of everything that I raised. And frankly, they didn't put out my videos, which is why we're no longer doing TikTok anymore. Thank you very much, friends of Mr. Trump. Now, let's pull Ninja Mama's energy. These are your cards, darling. This is, oh my God, this is so over. Oh my God. Oh, it looks like a fine, honey. Oh my gosh. I got the 6 of Cups out of the gate. So this is everything coming together. This is peace, happiness. This is working. This is the marriage. This is all of the energy coming together, solid, happy, joy. You guys, if you haven't if you drink, that is, if you haven't bought a little bottle of champagne, I would get one. This is, you couldn't ask for a better energy going into this. And this is, hey, I know it's been hard. I know it's been a challenge. It's still challenging because you don't trust me, but there it is. It's coming. It's coming. And look at this. There's the king. Now, I don't know what kind of this feels like the energy of itemization. So he's counting up and going, well, this is what you did, and this is the damage that was caused, and this is what it's going to cost you. Have a nice day. I was thinking, we were talking about Ninja Mama. We were talking about, I said, yeah, worst thing is, because first offense, right? Worst thing that's going to happen is he's going to get a slap on the wrist. Have a nice day, right? This still looks like a slap on the wrist. Huh? Restitution kind of energy, but it's itemization. And I love this about this card, right? If you look here, I don't know if you can see it real well down here in the, there, you see him?
Yeah.
Almost see him. You see the little kids outside playing in the garden? It's all good and well. This is the energy of buying your way out of it. So, is it time, energy, money, energy? It's physical energy. Quite possibly the bracelet that we've been talking about, and maybe just a fine. Maybe just some kind of restitution. Maybe we're going to go make you do physical labor. Maybe he's got to go pick up the garbage for a couple of weeks. This is a happy card. This is the happiest. Okay, no, this is the happiest one of the bunch, but you don't believe me. So this is the happiest one, right? This is the end of it. This is done, and the boss gets to be the boss again, and he pays his dues. Get it? King of Coins here. You're thinking therapy. Oh, that's quite possibly it too, right? My sister's husband got himself in trouble at one point, and they ended up having to go to what was it? It was like substance abuse court or something. He got caught with some sort of illegal opiates or something in the middle of an opiate crisis in the United States. Imagine. Anyway, he ended up going to therapy for 2 years so that he would learn about what he was actually doing, right? And you're in a different state completely, Ninja Mama, but there you go. What fun. Do you feel anything?
Yeah, I'm feeling Ninja Mama, like the dread, the worry, the stomach. It's all in the stomach, like the nausea, like the worry, the heaviness is all in her stomach.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's still a distance to go, right? It isn't over yet, right? So the distance between all of the heaviness and the challenge and the suffering is it's not over until it's over, right? So
you got to find the balance in the situation. The timing is going to be there, but you need to go out and you need to ground yourself. However you do that, go sit with the tree, connect with the tree, because the tree and the Mother Earth will help transmute the energy that you keep bottled in within yourself, and it will help you process your situation.
Do you have a waterfall near you, Ninja Mama?
Ooh, yeah. See, I can't see the chat. Am I supposed to put a button?
Oh, you can turn it on silently on YouTube if I don't know how it looks for you when you come in on the StreamYard.
It just shows like myself. It doesn't show the YouTube chat, so I won't be able to see responses. So
no, you'd have to have YouTube on a separate window in order to follow the chat. But I'm getting like the you see the cleansing waterfall behind them?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
That adds to the celebration. It adds to the beauty of the situation. Oh, and it looks frozen. It's freezing here. I just moved somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, she just moved from somewhere that did have a waterfall, right? So this brings the 6 brings, right? Because the 6, there's always the give and take. So this is the desire for the happiness of, like, because all of the negativity is here at this place. You've moved in here. Now you want the peace back, right? Or leave, or because it's the same thing, only upside down. Leave the negativity of the waterfall frozen in the past.
And I'm feeling acid reflux. I'm feeling like with it, you carrying everything in your gut, it's literally causing your body and your stomach to put everything right here in the throat, and it's coming up. So that's
maybe
what
that's
I'm
why
feeling.
I was choking. Maybe that's the choking feeling I got.
Yeah, it literally feels like I'm nauseous, and then I feel the acid, and that's created by stress. Obviously, you're in a stressful situation, but that's why the balance comes in. That's why the grounding comes in.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed the acid reflux. She's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
And
I feel it.
Add insult to injury. Girlfriend's got, this is why it's the wand.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's got a chemistry test today. And add, I mean, here she's, okay. Woman, this is, dude, Ninja Mama here is one of these country super women kind of girls who can do absolutely everything and doesn't trust herself enough to know that she is so freaking amazing.
I was going to say, she does everything for everybody else but herself.
That's right. Well, we've been pushing her to do for herself, but check this out. My very next card comes up here. This is your shadow card. This is the 8 of Wands. This is the forward movement, right? Once you realize that everything that you put out there, Ninja Mama, is going to take you to a certain place, you start deciding what you want to put out there and choose specificity of what you're focusing on, right? Take your focus and put it on what you want and not what you don't want. Right?
Yes.
And this is how you create the future. And you should be studying, not talking to us. Go study for your chemistry test.
And when you block the energy for yourself, like supporting yourself, you're literally blocking what is the good things too. So you're not just blocking the right? You're not just blocking negative things from happening. You're blocking the good stuff. So that's why I'm getting the chills. So you got to get that balance, in your life, because I'm telling you, you are the most important thing in your reality. And if you don't take care of yourself first, how do you expect to really take care of anybody else?
Exactly. You get that, Ninja Mama?
Yes.
She is
and
currently,
I feel like, I just felt
she's studying while she listens to us. Okay. So I don't know if yours are going to go into specificities. What are you trying to magically put together, Ninja Mama, in the chemistry course that you need to focus? It has something to do with possibly spark connections or fire coming together. What is that? Because this is you're having a hard time wrapping your head around this. What am I looking at? Do you know what this is? I'm going to shove her into figuring out how to remember this for the exam. Ionic and covalence. Okay, all right. And she hates this course because it's so big it scares the hell out of her. It's just like the David and Goliath here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do, Ninja Mama, I want you to take what you've learned about this. This is what I'm doing this with astrophysics. What you want to do is you want to take, this is the 3rd time taking it. You wonder why she's petrified of it. I want you to take this specific topic and I want you to simplify it in such a way that your 11-year-old will understand what you are saying and say it in real terms. Do you think you could do that? Doubles in the details. If you can explain what is happening in real life terms, you've already won the game. Don't let it control you. You already have the knowledge. Shuntae wants to be added to my reading. All right. Well, Shuntae, I've got Holley lined up to read before you. I'll read Amanda after, because she's all reading for.
Are you able to bring Ninja Mama up? Because I want to clear out the energy in her stomach and show you what I can do with the energy healing. If
Oh,
that's a thing.
that's entirely up to her. I can bring you up without you bringing on your face.
Yeah, as long as I can connect, like your face does not have to be on the screen. As long as I can connect with you and get a feedback with you, then I can help you clear out the energy, because it's not me who does the healing, it's you and your beliefs that heal you.
I think they're Christians. My cards don't care. God's God. God likes Jesus just as much as he likes Muhammad, just as like
He has all the forms. All the forms are the same thing. It's literally a different name for the same thing.
Pretty much. I had the energy of Callie come into my cards once when I was reading for, who was I reading for? It's one of the South African girls. Anyway, she's like, "How do you know about Callie?" And I said, "Wow, it's a long story, but if you don't know who Callie is one of the coolest goddesses in existence. So the Hindus have all the best gods, I swear to God. Anyway, yeah. Callie wears the necklaces of all of her dead husbands' skulls, which is really cool. Anyway, very powerful feminine power energy. You are there. You are. All right, here. We're going to bring her in right now. There you go. Let's see if we can do this healing. All right, let's see Amanda work her magic. And
all right.
Hi.
Hello, welcome. I'd like to start off with asking for your permission, of course, to connect with your energy. Do I have your permission?
Yes.
Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to guide you through 3 deep breaths. We're going to get ourselves centered and within, okay? And everybody can join along, but my focus here is on Ninja Mama. And I'm going to focus on this energy that's built up within you in your stomach. Is there any other region that you want me to focus on while I'm within your energy?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take 3 deep breaths, and you can join me at your own pace. But what you want to do is breathe in the nose, and I want you to imagine fresh white light and like a clean, cool water coming in and cleaning out your body energetically, flushing your system. So when you're breathing in, you're breathing that in, and then you let it out through your mouth, and you let out all that negative build-up energy, okay? And we're going to do that 3 times. And then when I say, okay, I'm going to go in, then I'm going to be quiet, and you tell me what you see, feel, hear, whatever it may be. Okay?
Sounds good. I sound funny.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Here we go. We're going to take a deep breath in the nose. And release. All right, here we go, Ninja Mama. I'm going in, okay? Take a deep breath. And how do you feel?
A lot more relaxed.
Wow, I feel more relaxed. That was crazy.
What did
Good
you
morning to
feel?
everybody. Good morning to everybody that
I was
came
dizzy
in.
at first.
Yeah, I felt the dizziness, but I also felt the resistance. Did you feel any relief at some point or anything else?
Yes. Oh my God.
So when it wasn't really built up in your stomach, that's where you're feeling it. It's all in your head.
I was just going to say it's definitely in my head.
You are creating it. When I went to your head, because I was like, I wasn't moving the energy in your stomach. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start right here. And I went right to your third eye. And I went, whoosh, and I felt the immediate, like, oh my God, like finally. And it literally, you just
crazy.
have chill. Yeah, you just had chills.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Yep.
Good.
And what it went through, it was just like a relief. It was like finally, and bringing you to just the tension just released through the stomach, and it was like gone after I went here.
So much better. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to throw you out of here now. And you
all right. Okay. Bye.
Nail the exam, but practice figuring out how to explain those complicated ideas to the kids, and see if that helps. I find that really effective.
All right. See you.
There is a raven on my post right now.
Oh, wow.
They never land on. Can I switch my thing? I don't know if you can see it. Look at them.
Wow.
I have one that like followed me here.
Oh, wow.
I think I did anyway. I think he did anyway.
Hey, buddy.
It's the same. What should be the same damn raven? That's hilarious.
That is so cool. They literally only land like on the roofs. I had one once when I was doing something, and he landed on there, and he peeked his head out like in the window, and he was staring at me.
Oh, wow,
and now this guy, he's so cool. Hey, buddy. Oh, I was like, there's another one, but no, he's landed on the roof on the other side. But anyway, go ahead.
All right.
But that never happens.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I love it when the birds come up. All right. Thank you for coming in, Ninja Mom. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
We're gonna move on. Oh my gosh, we're already quarter to 10 already. Holley, are you coming on, Holley, or are we gonna just do this through chat today? And just for those of you who've come in waiting, I've got Treva popped in. Treva is one of my subscribers. So we've got her. Then I'm going to read for Shuntae, Pastel, if she's sticking around, and then Christina. And if I've got, just Sangles Heart, Jazz Angels Hearts is looking for as well. Anybody else looking? Just let me know. We'll add you to my list. All right. And Holley has entered the studio. All right. Everybody say good morning to Holley.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're on mute, sweetheart. There you go.
I am not technical at all.
Yeah, well, that's all right. We'll do the technical for you for the most part, right? Good. How are you guys doing? This is one of my other legal drama people, right? How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're hanging in there.
Good. That's how I like that. Do you feel the energy, the positive energy that came out of her? When is the conversation with the
tomorrow morning, I believe at like 10 o'clock, his lawyer's calling him.
Oh, fingers crossed. Well, let's see what we've got coming through the pipeline, shall we? Oh, look at that. Right out of the gate. So you're not sure what's going to happen. You're extremely hopeful. I like this. Now here, Holley is trusting the outcome more, the positive outcome. I've got the same positive outcome sort of coming out of this. Wow. Okay, I'm not crazy about this card. I'm getting the same challenge and difficulty going into this that Ninja Mama is feeling in the cards. Very different energies, the way that Holley is feeling hopeful for the positive outcome, whereas Ninja Mama is petrified that it won't come down. Holley is trusting that it should come down, right? No
Mhm.
reason for it not to, right, Holley?
Right.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Here's the hard part. This I don't like this card coming out here, because this is the Deuce of Coins, and this is a physical decision that needs to be made. And then your top shadow card is the Crossing of the Rubicon here, right? Which is quite possibly, watch this, because judges can be assholes, especially when it comes to children. This feels like them saying, well, let's leave her where she is so she can finish her school year. Do you feel
Right.
that? Does
Yeah.
that? And then I got her, and then I get the energy of the prodigal son returning home here, right? But I also have this coming up. So these are physical papers, divorce ending papers, kind of thing. So I'm expecting some sort of document that needs to be signed and or written by you guys. This is possible that here, feel the energy of this. And I'm hoping have your husband feel the energy too, if he's listening. If they were to turn around and say, all right, okay, here's the situation. We don't see this as viable based on what has just transpired for her to come back and live with you guys full time, in spite of you guys winning the case, so to speak. Do you catch that? How does
Yeah.
that feel?
The way my daughter is like against us right now, I don't really think it would be fruitful for her to come home
Exactly.
until she
Wants to.
sees the truth of everything.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because that's how the energy feels, right? This becomes the point at which she goes, "No, I'm done." Right? You guys
It has to be her, because
Yeah.
because if it's us and us forcing her to come home, it's going to be a nightmare.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah. All you got to stick to your knitting. Stick to your knitting and keep your focus. But I would pull the when you guys are talking to the lawyers and stuff, pull the carrying mama card. It's like, dude, I've been raising this child for this many years. I have been taking care of all of her schooling, all of her education, all of her everything. I'd at least like to be kept apprised of how she's doing in class.
Right. Because I
Right.
don't hear anything. I don't
Yeah,
even know what
exactly.
school she's going to, her grades, anything.
These cards suggest demanding that. But this looks very, very much like the nightmare is about to be over, as it should have been. But this Deuce of Coins, the physical ending, separation, and just a visual on the card. See sad mommy leaving with the one kids? I don't know
Right.
if you can make that out, right?
Right.
You've got everything. You're leaving. You've got everything. You're leaving. Look at, right? But you'll notice that the little gnome here in the background is frozen in a block of ice. See? So that's mommy leaving the baby who's too cold to come. She's cold. She's angry. She's wherever she is. Forcing her to come home would make it worse.
Mhm.
Right.
That's the energy here. And you're picking up on that. You guys are being very, very wise in feeling your way through that. But she's got to know that, we're being very wise. This is the Solomon, the King Solomon decision choice. Draw that line in the sand. This has to be, she's old enough. She's smart. She's so smart. This girl is so freaking intelligent. She sees reality far quicker than a lot of people will ever connect with it. Right? You see that all the time. And she sees the inconsistencies and the broken things and pathways that other people do not see, right? And she will eventually, she's going to go through everybody's got to go through, everybody's got to cross the Rubicon. You don't not cross the Rubicon, right? It is how everything ends. So you've got to go through this. Maybe this is what they call the period of dark soul. Maybe this is yours, maybe this is hers, but the energy is somebody is going to go through, she's going to have to go through, unfortunately, all by herself, when she comes to her realization that she has put herself in this boat, and until the boat gets to the other side, there's nothing she can do about it, right? And you guys
That's
are in
what
that.
I was fighting so hard to protect her from that, but that's not my fight.
Nope, it's not. And that's the wisdom. That's the psychological distancing of the Queen of Swords and drawing that line in the sand. You know, the reason that you left this man originally is because he was cruel, abusive, and I mean, I don't know if he rolls into the illegal behavior.
A little bit. I don't really think he's that smart.
Yeah. Okay. So, but smart, intelligence and legality tend to. The smarter you are, the more you realize that the law exists for good reason, right?
Right.
People who don't know and don't understand won't come to the same conclusions that a smart, educated person will. She is going to come to this. I've been saying, stay focused and remember what you put into this, girl, all this time. But this Three of Swords, this is the complete ending, and this will be on paper. When this ends, there will be documents signed. Okay, so very much like a divorce, this looks like specific custody arrangement, possibly, that will leave the door open for her to come back home to what we already know. You'll notice that you've got the happy family with just the three of you here. You see the difference? So this, what you have, enjoy what you have created for a little while, because when she comes back in, she comes back to a bigger, stronger, happier place to be than the one that she left.
Right. Because I mean, we were all, me, my husband, and my other daughter were so stressed and walking on eggshells with her daily. I was going to school and picking her up, taking her to the hospital. I mean, her taking her to therapy, but she didn't want to go. And I mean, it's horrible. I have a feeling when she figures out that she was manipulated by her dad and her grandma and his whole family, that she's gonna see it different, that I was the safe space that I kept telling her I was, but she didn't see it herself.
That's right.
I think she'll see it.
Right. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, kind of energy.
Right.
This is right here. There's going to come a point, and you know this, when she is going to look at everything and go, oh my gosh, right? And here comes the 2 pages. So I've got the Page of Swords, which is the Princess of Swords, right? This is her, and it's fascinating, right? So she's wielding the sword of truth.
The picture almost looks like her.
That's hilarious. They'll both look like her, right? And so, but watch this. Is right. She knows who you are, right? This is the Empress card. This is the mom card. This is all of that momming that you put into her all these years. She's already got that. Now her job is to create her, right? And this is her spirit is here. Her spirit has heard all of the good, all of everything that you guys have put in. And that is her solid base to come from, right? But the thing that's going to come is the shame, the anxiety involved when she realizes what she's created or what she's done here. This aspect of shame, right? And this is where I said to you guys last week that you get to give her back her grace, quite simply by allowing her to this. People are going to make mistakes, but this was a mistake that was created not because she did something stupid or did something horrible and cruel, but because, hold on, I dropped an important card Not because she was wanting to be cruel or stupid or whatever, but because she really wants to know who she is and where she is and why she is. And part of that for a lot of people is knowing who your people are. And when going into this, she had no idea really who her father was, other than the man that she saw through your lens, you see. So you guys need to maintain that grace for her when she comes to that's okay, honey. You wanted to know who your father and his family are, and now you know, and welcome home, right? This is your solidity. This is, you give her grace, you give them their grace, even though they don't deserve any. But this is your solidity. This is your base to grow from, and trust in that heart energy, trust in your faith and your belief system, because it has all the power in the world to create what you really want to come out of this. Just stay on that focus. Does that make sense? Great. Yep. Cards. All the swords coming out in a row, though. Oh my God, this is truth and everything else, but still a bit of ways to go with that. So stay focused on the hope and stuff. God love you guys. Keep me posted. Let me know how it all works out, darling.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know after she talks to his lawyer. It's not even to the point of bringing her home, which, I mean, yeah, obviously that's the ultimate goal, but getting my husband exonerated, and
that's what I see happening almost immediately. Almost immediately is the exoneration. That's the relief. That's the celebration. The bringing the prodigal child home is the brick in the wall. You know, it's, you pull that brick out, the wall is going to crumble. That wall has to come of its own accord, right?
Right.
Hang in there. Love is your armor, my darling. All right. We're going to move on to Treva next.
Well, Holley, real quick, look up 4455 and the meaning behind that, because that number stood out to me.
Okay,
and
I'll do that.
What I want you to do is, she's the only one that's going to make any changes within her own perspective, and it has to come from her.
Yeah.
You know, that's essentially what Tina was saying, but it's going to be on her terms. And what I want you to do is, I want you to imagine you leaving that front door open, and I want you to do the healing on yourself and create a home where it's a warm, safe environment, and she will come walking through the door when she is ready. Yeah. And when you do, you're not only healing yourself, you're going to be healing her by having that higher state of being, because you're going to release stuff from here. And when you do that, it literally changes the environment of your home.
Yeah. That's the grace. That's the grace given her, the power of her spirit to allow her to be perfect.
Yep.
You feel that? This is this. Yep. Oh, I've got a Bible verse trying to throw up at me, and I don't know it well enough to remember it. So when I come up with it, Holley, I'll send it to you via Facebook. But you guys got this. This is like I said. I'm expecting somebody to say, no, she should stay in school for the rest of the year. What grade is she in now? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first year of junior high, first year of middle school, she should finish it before moving her, and judges be like that. So I would not be too surprised if that comes out like that. All right.
All right.
Keep me posted. All right.
I will.
Definitely. Treva, darling, be well, honey.
Yep.
Is Treva still here? Looking on Treva. Oh, darn. Did I put it? Here, I have to put it here. I'm not seeing Treva. Treva might have ducked out while I wasn't looking. All right. Or is she? She's here. You want to come on live, Treva? I'm going to give the link here in the chat. There you go. If you want to click on that, me and Amanda can bring you on. Or is it Amanda and I can bring you on live? I'm hoping for news. Treva's probably gone through a very difficult Christmas from what I've seen because her mom passed away, and losing mom, who's your best friend, is probably the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Other than maybe losing your child. Being on the other side, I think, is
I
harder.
see angel wings. I see light. I see singing, like harps, music.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I see. I see she's peace and balanced.
It's the singing, the focus. Here comes Treva. All right, Treva can explain the singing. If you want to leave your camera on live, Treva, you're going to be visible to everybody and sundry. Otherwise, I'm going to bring you on right now. There you go. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Well, I've had better days, but I think the worst of these days are to bring better in.
Yeah. That's a shift in your internal thinking compared to where you might have been at this point, maybe even a year ago.
Yeah.
You feel your power in spite of where you are.
Like I'm at the lowest of the lowest point.
Yeah.
Where I know I need to get help.
Yeah.
And I will be doing that within this week.
Yeah.
Lainey.
Hi, Rainey. How are you?
She does weird things.
She's feeling your anxiety for being on the screen. She's telling you to calm down, Mom. It's okay. Calm down, Mom. It's okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
That's what she's saying to you. So take a deep breath in your nose and release that anxiety, okay? Because I want you to know that this is a safe space and everything you say is here to help you. So release that energy. I want you to take that anxiety and send it down to the core of Mother Earth and say, I send my energy and I ground it with Mother Earth's core. And then if you feel your feet tingling, then you're grounding your energy and release your anxiety into that and allow Mother Earth to balance you out. And then send your energy to your dog and say, it's okay. I'm okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Reassure them.
Come here.
Hey, relax, Rainey. Hello.
I know it's easier said than done. What's your dog's name?
Lainey.
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 Lainey. All right, Lainey. Mom's okay.
Okay. It's okay.
There you go. Take a deep breath. There you go. What a precious. She is so cute.
She's my soul dog.
Oh, we know it. Familiar.
There you go. Good girl.
Nice. All righty. Okay, so let's see what kind of cards we got coming up for you. Did you or did you not ever call that priest?
No.
You still haven't. All right. I won't ride you on it. That is your
Well, it's like it's stopping me, and I don't know why.
It's okay. That's all right. It's allowed. You're allowed, right? It's your stopping block. It's been there a long time. And so often what happens is when we've got something that we're afraid of, that we know that there's a treasure, there's a treasure behind that stopping block.
Yeah.
Right. It's what your pointy little meat suit needs to go through to get there. Right. That you're afraid, and it's okay to be afraid. Remind yourself it's okay to be afraid. You know where that rock is. It's not going anywhere.
I did send him an email.
Did he respond?
No. I found a picture of him in Scouts.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I sent the picture, and I went, and you were a Scout? ? And I left it at that.
Oh, he didn't respond. Oh, well.
No.
Well, so like something like that says to me, oh, well, that door's not open anyway. So it gives your meat suit the permission to let the fear hold it off a little while longer. So feel the lack of anxiety wrapped around the idea of that door needs to be opened by you at some point, right? If you don't open that door, it's no big deal. Right? Mm-hmm. You'll only have to deal with that door in your next life.
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't deal with it, me or Amanda or somebody else who's going to step into the energy of whatever your next bodysuit looks like is going to have to deal with it. So that's the energy of, that's the sort of thing Mary talks about when she's talking about generational trauma and things like that. Right.
Today, I have to go to the apartment building where we lived
Yes.
for closure to get my mom's estate and all that settled.
There you go.
So that's creating some
That's
anxiety.
plenty anxiety all by itself. You don't
Yeah.
need to deal. Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
but feel the strength that you have that you did not have this strength a year ago, right?
No.
You feel where your bottom is so much higher than it was before. That is what I am seeing. That is what is absolutely key to where you are, and pat yourself on the back, because in spite of my cards telling you do this, do this, do this, you did this. You feel that power, right? Don't let it is one of the things that I discovered when I was coming out of my own hole, and my hole was from teenage years, and but coming out of that hole of darkness that we somehow end up living in, when we are successful the way that you feel right now, and raising your bottom, right? It's not about raising your top. The top is never, that's always something to attain, always something to go for. The happiness, the joy, that's always something to look for and go after. But when you dig that hole and you jump down into the bottom of it, because that's how we get there, you guys. If you don't believe me, just take a look at your life and say, okay, how did I end up in this miserable pit of my existence? The second you go, okay, I put myself here. Now, how do I pull myself out? That becomes the key. And it's not a conscious thing that we do. It's something that happens in here that go, you see the spark of just a little bit better and go after it. And it's the moment of commitment to that spark of just a little bit better that makes the change begin. Now, you've been at this a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
And so you've got way more power that you were aware of than you even know existed back then.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the beauty. That's what Amanda's at a similar position in her power in realizing that this ability that she has to work with other people's energies on their behalf is valuable to people, especially people like you, people like Ninja Mama, because we literally, that Empress card is real. We, in our efforts, our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, everything that we are, where we are, creates who we are and where we will be tomorrow. And if we don't like where we are and who we are today, then the best way is to go, okay, what do I need to be? And it's just a little better, right? Right. Look at how different your energy is with yourself when you are more focused on making sure that Lainey is okay than worried about where you are, because for the most part that you are okay and getting more okay by the second. You see that?
I feel like this crash down is part of me manifesting my future.
Yeah. There's it's a pendulum. You got to think of it like a pendulum swing, right? So it's almost like the universe is bipolar, right? You can have too much of a good thing and the swing is going to come back. And then you'll have too much of the bad thing, but the swing is always going to come back. And the reason that it's a swing is because everything balances to neutral.
Mm-hmm.
See that? So if we are too happy, there's going to be a swing back to get back to neutral. And if we are not in control of the emotional state of being, then we are suckers for the swing. And we're going to go through the good, the bad, the good, the bad, the good, the bad, the good. And this is our whole existence until we do, right? The Buddhists talk about walking the way. The way is to maintain balance in all things, right? I'm not a Buddhist because I still kind of think that Buddha stopped one short of becoming the God that he felt that he was in the human suit. He didn't take that next step to realizing that he was us in that sense, in spite of living his existence as if he were us. So that's why I'm not a Buddhist. I'm a Unitarian though. So I take the value of all of the religions, and I laugh at their stupidity. So, religion is not the problem. People determining what the religions say are the problem, right?
Yeah.
And
which could have a piece to do with you dealing with this priest, right? So part of what that is to reconcile where your religious energy is vis-a-vis that brick before you pull that brick out of the wall, right? You want to be, your meat suit needs to be confident that your spirit has the wall. And then you'll pull that brick, and you'll pull that brick and go, Jesus, I don't know why I didn't do that 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
You see how they fall? Everything just falls into place when you let it, right? So the trick, the answer to any anxiety that might come up around the priest and all of that is to go just acknowledge there's the situation and choose not to think anything about it until you're ready to deal with it. And then there's no anxiety, right? It's setting it. Oh, I know that you're there. Cool. Here, you sit up there on that shelf. I'll come back to you later. You know that it's there. You know what you got to do. You know what the results will likely be once you pull that rock, right? It's the fallout of the pulling of the rock that makes you afraid.
Yeah.
So take the fear, set it on a shelf, and when you're no longer afraid, you pull the rock. All right. Did you have something to throw in there, Amanda?
Yes. So what I'm feeling, I feel the anxiety, but I feel like ADHD. I feel like you're here, you're here, you're here, you're here. And what you're doing, you're splitting your energy into all these things, right? And you're putting your energy into it. And what you need to do is...
Yeah, I can't settle into one energy.
Yes. And what I see to fix that for you is sound bowls, sound healing, frequencies. YouTube has a bunch of different frequencies. I want you to go to bed at night sleeping to those frequencies. They have sound bowls. I forget what it's called, but you just Google sound bowls and you'll see.
I actually, when I see them, I get pulled right into it.
Yes, because I see that being
sense.
your grounding, and that's what you need, and that'll help pull that energy that you have. And the anxiety is fear, worry, and doubt wrapped up into excitement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess her up.
Right.
I still have her joining a choir, so.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Music is very high vibrational, right? It puts us in a mood with us focusing on one thing and being in the moment. It centers you, it grounds you, and that's why one of the reasons I listen to music every single day of my life. I always have, always will.
I used to come on and sing live, and I just can't do it anymore.
Shame on you. That's all right.
But that's okay. You can move on into different things, and
things change. This is you are currently in a transformation phase. This is the death card, darling. Right?
Perfect.
You're still dealing with burying your mother.
Yes, I am.
Right? And so the part of, right? This is the same instruction that comes anytime you've got any kind of anxiety. What do? You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling the loss of mom. Get into alignment. Mom is no longer lost. You're whole. You're complete. And here's mom right here. Right? It's an energetic state of being. She hasn't gone anywhere. Just her body has. Right?
I think it's all the cruel things they did to me.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is part of the transformation that you're going through, is taking that is giving her the grace by looking and going, she was who she was, right? Remember who you were when you and I first met, right? If I were
was just the outer shell of my body.
Yeah, that was it. There was nothing to you. You were dead on the inside. You were one of the. I'll tell you honestly, you are probably among the top 5 worst positions of human beings I've ever started to work with when I first started working with you.
Thank you.
And the change in you from where you started and who you have become just in the short time that we have been working together blows my mind, because you were so far down.
Oh yeah.
That you could barely see yourself when you looked for yourself. You had hidden yourself so far from you that you had to look for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And by the grace of your own faith and your music, I was able to push you to find you. And you brought you out, right? You went and you looked, you committed to finding yourself. You committed yourself to bringing yourself out of that hole, and look where you are now. And that, to me, is way more powerful than anything that might occur for you as a result of pulling that brick in the wall, right? I've got you going through a period of transition. As I said, I've got the death card coming up here for you right now. This is part of, you're going to have to deal with, there's a surrender here. You've got to surrender. The meat suit has to surrender to the reality that it is going to die. All of these pretty little suits that we are living, eating, and breathing in at the moment are going to die. Do you feel the truth of that?
Yes.
You cannot stop that, but you have to see beyond the body. And I want you to this is an exercise for you. This is your transition, and you can only do it internally in alignment with yourself, is bring your mom to her completion, to her perfection. Because the longer you maintain her in her physical body, the less quickly she can transition into her completion. Do you catch this? So you're keeping her here. Energetically, you are not allowing her to complete her transition. So you have to go inside and figure out, because it's a hermit card, right? And it's kind of scary. This is a sort of scary thing, because the meat suit is, wait a minute, if I go inside and I figure out who I am, where I am, and what I am, we're all going to die. That's not how it happens, okay? In spite of the veil. The veil doesn't want us to know that who we are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to live our lives as incomplete human beings. You see, that's the whole point of the ego inception. So in your case, the task is to go inside, find that spark, find that power, and live in the celebration of it, not in the celebration of the meat suit. And this is the night of the dark soul energy that keeps coming up for people. But look at the sun coming up in the morning here. Look at the sun's going to come up. All you got to do is surrender to your reality and let her go. Right? And in letting her body go, you open up the freedom, the release of her spirit. Do you catch this? Do you feel how this flows? And so, and Lainey can help you with that, because Lainey's already plugged in, right? Lainey is reacting to your anxieties. Right? Look at where Lainey was when you adopted this dog.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You have given this dog, by giving the dog somebody to carry and care for, you have, did she just bark?
No.
I heard it too.
Yeah, that's somebody barked.
She might have let a little oof out. I don't know.
Yes, but you are her rock. You have given her this power, this solidity, that she wasn't allowed to just be the dog.
No.
And you let her be the dog. How old is she?
She's 2.5.
There you go. So in spite of the insanity that is a 2-year-old dog, right? Because she's a teenager. You've given her comfort and love and solidity and a pack, right? Because she knows that you're in charge, and she's comfortable because you're in charge until you let go of your alignment. And she picks up on it immediately. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
You get out of alignment, she gets angsty.
She's been very on guard lately.
Yeah, because she knows you're going through this transition.
It's the mirror. They're always a mirror to us.
Yeah.
So she's going to let you know how you're feeling.
Right? And between the transition, which is the death card, and the hermit card is a 4. And the 4 is the balance. The 4 is the alignment. The 4 is the comfort. The 4 is the reality. The 4 is your mom is not dead. She's still right here. You feel that?
Did your mom have like a nice dining room table and like a picture on the wall, like a big art piece? And I see like candles. Like she was very did she like to throw dinner parties, or she was fancy like that?
Yes.
And then she's showing me a bedroom And does she do anything? Do you hear anything when you're in your room at night
Yes,
sleeping?
yes.
Okay.
It's like a
She-
light clanging of
Mhm.
jewelry or something.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like hooks on a wall and I'm seeing something hanging on a hook.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you hang your jewelry there or something, but that's what I'm seeing. And she's letting you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not anywhere. I'm still here. And like, she's like, look, I'm showing you beautiful place. Like, enjoy yourself. Like, setting up time and dinner and something nice is doing something nice, not only for you, but for others.
Not
And
only
to
that,
enjoy that zone.
look at the look on Buddy's face here. Your joy and your happiness, however you do this. Can I get it?
Yeah.
Put this look of shock and amazement on all of those faces of people that kept you from being your whole and complete self, and to release that energy so that your completion is complete, right? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Are you into crystals at all, Treva?
Actually, I have a bunch of things that I want to make into jewelry.
Selenite.
Okay.
Get a selenite wand like this. They sell them only for like $8 at the store. You can get them anywhere. This is actually satin spar, but I want you to get this, and I want you to put it here, and I want you to do this. And this literally is the master cleanser of energy.
You have a necklace. You have something already.
Do you have a selenite on it?
No, it's got a hummingbird.
The
hummingbird is your mother.
Yeah.
That's the connection. Right. Okay. So what I want you to do is take it one step further. Instead of just getting selenite, get a selenite, a piece of jewelry, because you can afford to. Get yourself a piece of jewelry that's in the selenite as part of it. A hummingbird. Combine the two, because it's the mother energy that you're trying to pull together. That crystal will pull more of the clean energy of mom into the space, and you'll be easier to work with it if it's more physical to your meat suit. So that's why I'm getting the hummingbird.
Yeah. This is also another form of selenite.
Oh, nice.
Mica selenite is what I think is what it's called. It's fancier, but
here. Do you sell crystals, Amanda? Do you know somebody who does?
I know many people who do, and I've been collecting ever since the pandemic woke me up. And an amethyst was my first one, and I have not looked back. And I literally had to. I have to stop buying them because I have no room.
I have a bunch of raw quartz and amethyst here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, quartz is the master healer.
Yeah.
Amethyst is good for the bedroom.
Yeah.
Good idea.
There you
Calming energy, serene energy, and also celestite if you really want to sleep well and have wild dreams. It's a blue crystal. It looks like quartz, but it's called celestite. It's right here.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, that is pretty.
And so either by your nightstand or even under your pillow or near your pillow in bed, and you will literally sleep deep and you'll have very vivid and wild dreams.
I'm a princess in a pea, man. I couldn't sleep with a rock under my pillow. My God. I get so
or
much
next to it.
I have to hang it over my bed. I get so much as a grain of sand in my bed, and it's impossible for me to sleep.
Yeah.
I just a quick Treva, before we let you go, I got Amanda pulled out those numbers 4455.
That was for Holley.
Oh, were those for Holley?
Yep.
Oh. Do you have numbers for Treva?
Ones, all ones.
Oh my God.
What?
You know that I see 111, 1111 every single day.
That's what it is.
Doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Have you looked up the meeting?
Have you looked up the angel?
I do. It's 4 angels. Like, yeah.
It's perfect 4.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you didn't do numbers. What numbers see if you can feel numbers for Ninja Mama, Amanda. She's still watching.
Okay,
7.
well, I gotta run. I'm heading to go do all that work.
Good luck. Have fun. Hang in there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the silver linings. Always look for the silver linings.
Yeah.
This is
Thanks.
healing for you, love. All right.
Yeah.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
You're
Be well.
welcome.
Right on. All right. All right. You got 7s for Ninja Mama?
Ninja Mama, I'm seeing
Right
7.
on. 7s are cool. 7s are chaos because she's still all freaked out. She's in the middle of all the
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I got to boot Treva's little visual here. Bye, Treva. Love to you. All right. Now we got Shuntae. Shuntae, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Are you still here, darling? Jesus, Ninja Mama laughs over the description of the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shuntae, are you still here? She is. Look at that. She just wants a general reading. She is struggling with life. You want to see if you can key on something for her? Shuntae Pastel. Shuntae. I pronounced her name wrong. Is that better? All right. She's just, all right, here's the drama for you. She's struggling with life and living situations. She's left a toxic relationship. No kidding. Toxic relationship. Worst things to have to recover from, you guys. Swear to God. And she says that nothing going right and she doesn't want to be on screen. Well, you don't have to come on screen, honey. If you want to come on and we can put your voice up, you can do that as well. But you can chat with us through chat. It just goes a little slower if you can't respond relatively quickly. So that's up to you. And I don't know if Amanda feels confident that her energy will flow all the way through, in spite of the fact that I know it will.
I feel financial struggles. I feel car payment. Like that's what's coming through. And it's like, when we focus all of our energy on what's going wrong, we're going to bring more of that into our reality, because what you put out is what you get back.
Gee, we bring it into our rally. A girlfriend has brought her stress so much into her current existence that she is dealing with a toothache.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're resisting so much.
Yeah.
Why are you resisting yourself?
Oh. Yeah. What are you resisting, Shuntae?
What is it? What are you scared of?
Right?
Because
you don't have to
you release it.
Yeah, for the benefit of anybody watching this, you don't ever have to type in the responses that we're asking you for. As long as you know what the answer is, then we've nailed it. All right. So, Shuntae, do you know what energies we're throwing at you? Salam's having a hard time with the network. Hang in there, Salam. We'll get you on after Christina. Shuntae, how we doing? Did I finish? Oh, I finished. Look at that. Sat here to do the manicure while I chat with you guys. There we go. All right. Shuntae, bring us your energy, girlfriend. All right, where are you? Everything, she says, is just going wrong. Well, all right. So I'm going to give you, Shuntae, what I want you to do is I want you to take a nice deep breath and I want you to relax. And I want you to feel the truth of the fact that right now, everything is perfect. Nothing is going wrong, but I need you to get so focused on right here, right now, that nothing else exists. There's no past, there's no future. There's just right now. Can you feel that perfection of the moment? Take a nice deep breath and relax and try and feel that. You guys watching this, do the exercise with us because it's pretty simple. It's the easiest thing in the world to get into alignment. All you've got to do is focus on right here, right now. Be here now. Feel the power of no time except the present existing. All right. She says yes. Good. All right. And this is the answer. Any anxiety, any issue, any problem, Shuntae, all you've got to do is get into this focus, this energetic space of right here, right now, and none of the rest of it exists. And you get a momentary respite from all anxiety. Physical pain is immediately relegated to the background because we are choosing to focus on something that exists versus something that we choose not to have in our existence. Do you feel where I'm pushing you, Shuntae? Can you feel how to do this. I get another yes out of you. We're moving forward. And then I'll pull your cards. Can you feel the in her as she shifts, Amanda?
I'm feeling like a waterfall.
Yeah. 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 There's like more like a whirlpool.
Yeah.
Right? It's like an energetic, like she's coming out of it, but it's dragging her right back in. Right. So
Yeah.
this is your practice, Shuntae. You feel that moment of respite. I want you to focus on the moment. Forget anything else even exists. Just be in the moment. And then you're going to get respite from all the anxiety and all the craziness. And if you can commit to that moment every hour on the hour for the next 2 weeks, I want you to practice this. Okay. And what that is going to do is going to give you way more power over who you are, when you are, and where you are right now. And that's all you need. And your spirit's going to do the rest. It's absolutely, ask Amanda, ask anybody I've been reading for a very long time. If you can focus on right here, right now, none of that anxiety even exists, even if it's about to collapse in on your head and you get respite psychologically, physically, and emotionally. All right. But you got to commit to it and practice it so that it becomes a state of being within yourself, right? I was talking earlier about the Buddhist concept of balance. This is the human concept of balance.
Yeah.
Oh,
align, release, allow. Align, release, allow. And
yeah.
then,
well, even better. She's so on board for this. Rather than say I will try, which a lot of people say to me, and I say you do or do not. There is no try. Yoda was a very smart critter. For a fictional being.
800-year-old being.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Shuntae, instead of saying I'll try, said I will. So this is the commitment to ourselves that we require in our existence. Because as long as we are living for everybody else, we're not doing it right. Woo!
Yep.
Jumper, baby girl. Look at that. 5 of Wands jumping out of here. Look. Here, look at this. This is the waterfall. This is the release. This is the look at what is, right? Just leave all of that insanity and idiocy just aside behind you. Yeah, it's still there. We know it's still there, but don't focus on it. Focus on the sunshine coming in the window. Focus on the view outside the window just for a minute, just for a second. And the chaos, the anxiety feels less, right? And the more you can stay focused on, not on the anxiety, but what is really, really going on outside of you, and focus on what makes you happy and what makes you joyful, then you're not focused on all the shit. Because guess what? The shit isn't going anywhere. It is going to be there for the rest of your days. So take your focus off it. You with me, Shuntae? Oh, we've got her in tears. There's your waterfall.
Yeah.
That's the release, girlfriend. Your spirit is saying, why the hell haven't you come in here before today? Right? Oh my God. I'm like Yoda. I am nowhere near so smart. I'm getting close to being as old as Yoda, but I'm nowhere near so smart.
Here's our release: burping, yawning. All of these things are releasing of the energy that's been built up. So allow yourself to feel it and release that energy by doing any one of those things.
We're getting
crying
water.
in the shower work too, because water is very cleansing.
I haven't even pulled her cards yet. Look at this. 7 of Cups, right? So leave the past in the past, Shuntae. You are not the same person you were 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be the same person you are 5 minutes from now. You are becoming the greatest, most powerful energy in existence. Feel the truth of my words. You and I, Amanda, we are the same energy splintered into our individual meat suits. In unity, we create the most powerful energies in the world because we are them. Feel the truth of what I'm telling you. Stay out of the past, get into the now, stay here. This is your challenge. This practice, look at this, out of the gate. This focus is what you've been missing. This focus on what you want, where you want to go, where you want to be. This is all you need. Focusing on what you don't want, where you were, what went wrong. This is not how you move forward. This is how you move forward. And oh, wait, not only do you hear me, you already know this. There's Rachel Pollack sticking her head in here, right? You already know this, right? You got to practice this. This is why it's an 8 here, right? You got to practice this. This is practice. And it's not hard practice. It's your spirit calling you to practice this. So start practicing it. You already know it, do it. And this gives you everything that you want. And not everything. This is like, who was it? Esther of Abraham Hicks. You guys have heard of this. She's one of the biggest voice in law of attraction practice out there. And she says that when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Well, what do you want? You want happiness. You want joy. You want peace. You want comfort. Well, all of those things are a choice. If you are unhappy, it's because you're focused on the things that make you unhappy. Change your focus. If you are angry, it's because your focus is on something that caused you to be angry. Change your focus. Do you see where I'm going with this? Your freedom, your release, your power, your comfort comes from relaxing into yourself and allowing the universe to do the figuring it out. Right? Yep. It's going to fall into place. And Shuntae knows this. And you find yourself sleeping a lot. When you find yourself, and I'll tell you this, so the body goes, oh, we're sad, we're depressed, we're going to sleep. All right. Sleeping is how the physical body heals itself. Right. What you need to also be aware of is choosing joy, choosing happiness, choosing neutrality. You don't even have to go to happy. You can just go to neutral.
Be the observer. Yep.
Be the observer of your own existence, and your mind has less to process because you're not busy trying to process all the insanity that made you insane over the course of the day. Right? The last thing that you should be thinking about as you fall asleep, Shuntae, is that tomorrow is going to be a whole new day. Everything that could have been done today was done. And now I'm going to go to sleep. And when I got up in the morning, I am going to be bigger, brighter, stronger, faster than I ever was before. Do you feel this energy, Shuntae? Can you feel these energies in yourself? Oh, I love your shadow card. She says, thank you, ladies. Here, I want you to realize that feeling like you're on the outside looking in puts you on the outside looking in, right? This is you feeling like you are not what everybody else wants you to be. And guess what? If you walk in through that door and go have that lunch spread with the people that you are avoiding because they don't work quite for you, then you will discover that they are just as loving and welcoming and comforting as you want them to be. And the reason that you're not seeing them that way is because you are focused on the poor, poor, pitiful me's. Do you catch that? So I need you to change your focus. The devil is in the details. All right. So yeah, shit happened. I went through this. Oh my God. Not just Treva. This is one of the things that Treva had to work with was you are not your past. You are not what you did. You are not what you said. You are bigger than all of that. So when you drop something, when you screw up, when you do something that is a meat suit mistake that you sit there and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that, then the acknowledgement alone is, oh, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Where's the value? Where's the gold in the fact that I did do that? What am I learning from this incident? See where I'm pushing you, Shuntae?
Yeah.
And
it doesn't matter what happens. It matters what you do with what happens.
Yeah. And that's your celebration. That is your power right there. You do this already. Put your focus on it. Commit. This is the Knight of Cups. This is the Eight of Cups in its perfect energy. This is your own spirit saying, look, you know what's working. Focus on what's working. Stop thinking about the past and focus on the more you put the focus on what's working and commit to yourself and what you were. How can you redirect your awful thinking? Just like that. You say, okay,
Mhm.
that's awful thinking. You've got to practice recognizing the thinking. So when you go, oh, I'm having awful thinking, you stop yourself. You go, ooh, that's a negative thought. I don't like that. We are not going to do negative thinking. We don't
Don't resist it. You're resisting. It's like
Yeah.
resistance.
It's a
So,
resistance. You've got to, this is the decision. Who's in charge? You or your meat suit? And this is, I had to do this. I had to have an actual battle with my meat suit to get it the hell on board that what we were doing with these energies was actually the power and the value, the success and the winning and the future of everything that this meat suit was born to create. Because we are not just here to be. We are here to be creators because we are creators. And what are you creating, Shuntae? I want you to feel the power of what can Shuntae create and bring into this world. Because, girlfriend, you've got some amazing, beautiful light and power that I can feel. Look at the grin on Amanda's face. She can feel this light inside of you that you, for whatever reason, are not acknowledging, are not empowering.
I can tell you what it is. It's fear. It's fear of the unknown. And what do you find in the unknown is more of yourself. So I want you, Shuntae, to imagine yourself, instead of seeing that darkness, I want you to see you setting up a dang party with some champagne, some wine, some beer, whatever you want to get into. And I want you to celebrate yourself and sit with yourself, because there's nothing scary about you. You're sitting there, like she said, on that night, and the cups and everything. You gotta not be scared of yourself. Trust in yourself, and you will lead yourself to what you want instead of what you don't want.
Right? This is the, when you know what, this is the energy right there. When you know what you want, you know what you don't want. So when you see something or you feel something, you go, oh, I don't like that. I want you to acknowledge that you've recognized that you don't like that. Say, ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, proud of me for recognizing that I don't like that. And then say to yourself, it doesn't mean anything about me. That it's got nothing to do with me. That's got to do with them or that or whatever. And then realize that in spite of that, you are fine. Everything is just wonderful. And the minute that you divorce yourself from your lack of power, your power comes into play. And you already know this. You've been listening to these words how long already, Shuntae? Or trying to, right? How long have you been doing this centralization, this law of attraction, or whatever practice it is that you call this, right? This is I love this card. Mind your knitting, right? It's not about, you got to stop caring whether or not they like or appreciate what you create, and just create it. Do you get this? I'm going to get one more comment out of Shuntae. I think she gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a toxic. Is this a divorce? Is this an actual physical divorce, or was this just an ending to the relationship? Because it's three of swords often represents, the legal papers signed for the end of marriage, right? So there's actual divorce papers, which is why it comes up as the three of swords. But this feels more like a truth than actual 7 years. Okay. You'll notice that this is a 3. All right. How long? No, it wasn't a marriage, but it was a 7-year relationship. All right. So you've got to treat this in your mind as if this were an actual divorce, and put a physical ending to it so that you're no longer carrying this with you. You are not that. You learned so many great things about yourself from being in that relationship. I want you to put your focus on who you are, what you learned about yourself, what made you an amazing person in that relationship in spite of the relationship. See where I'm pushing you? And this is how those thoughts, focus your thoughts, and practice this, girlfriend. Practice this every hour on the hour for the next 2 weeks, and your power will come back. Look at this. This is your Ace of Pentacles. And once you have that power, then you create your peace.
Mm-hmm.
And once you've created your peace, then you create your universe. Oh my God, I love these cards. And he ceases to have any power over you. What is this? Why is he coming up here? Why can't you cut this? Why is his power so, it's over. He's not coming back. He cannot hurt you anymore. Is this intellectual pain, or was he just, was he a fisty dude? Because this kind of cruelty towards another human being, whether he created it or you created it, is irrelevant. It's over. It's done. Take your focus off it and get the hell out of the graveyard. Right? He was abusive. Yeah. Your next bet is, if he's still coming at you, get a restraining order and it's done. And if you have to, pack up. Have you moved? Have you physically moved your living space? Please don't be still living in the abusive living space. Have you moved? Are you no longer in that relationship? I'm hoping this is just emotional and not physical. Please, 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 please. Are you still in that living space? No, you're out. You're out, or no, you've moved. You're still there. What does the no represent? Are you still there, honey? Oh, my heart. Oh, God, she's still there. All right. What city are you in, if I can ask that? Are you in? Actually, let's start with the country. That's much easier. Yeah, she's still there. That's why. All right. She needs help. You need minions. You need somebody to come where you are and help you get out of there. Your best friend, your mom. Who is this? Do you have a business partner? Do you have a bit? You're in Oregon. Okay. All right. What are you picking up on? I've got a helpmeet here, but I can't figure out who the helpmeet is, whether this is a new
cousin.
A cousin?
Yeah, cousin. Yeah, are you close with a cousin?
You got a cousin who's close by that can give you a place to move out, get you on your feet. You got to get out of there. I would find the help, because the peace is there for you. But you got to create this. This is you going, I deserve better. I am not his punching bag. And he's not going to dance the dance that you once thought. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have family, really. Your mom passed away. There's a helpmeet. This pushes me. All right. So cousins are interesting. There's peace and healing. Hang on. Are you a member of a church, Shuntae? Here's the fun part. Are you a member of a church of some sort? A synagogue? You're blocked him from everything. Okay, we're going to take our focus off of him, Shuntae. I want to put your focus. You're not a member of a church. Okay, so then this suggests to me that you need to find the people that are help you. You're gonna find this. There's got to be. You are spiritual though. Well, I want you to use that spirit to give yourself the strength that you need to have. But I also need you to use that spirit to help you find the help. There's a help group, women's shelter. Do you have children involved here, Shuntae? Is it just you? Much easier if you got kids to get help from shelters and stuff. Is it just you, honey, or do you have children that you've got to deal with in this whole thing? Please, no children. Unfortunately, we are dealing with children. Yeah, so this, and are they his children or somebody else's children? And his children will complicate things because they don't, this is legal documentation. Are they his children? Yes or no? No, they're not his. Oh, thank God. But he has been caring for them and raising them. And there is an aspect, you're in a position where you don't have your own income, which is why you are trapped and can't get out of there. Are you pregnant? Oh, Jesus. Tell me you're not pregnant. Are you pregnant right now, Shuntae? Please be energetic birth. Are you pregnant right now? Was that no? Say no again if you're not. No, you're not. Thank God. All right. So the energy here then, this is an interesting. So this is the Four of Wands. So you're most of the way there. You've got already everything that you need. On the basis of this card, I might actually suggest getting a, but the motherhood thing springs to mind, and your job. Is he abusing your children, sweetheart? That's the next question. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, I'm looking for a fourth no. I'm hoping he's just a wife abuser and not a child abuser. Does he beat your children? 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank God. All right. Okay. So it's just you that he's abusing. All right. And your fear, your power lies in knowing that once you are free from there, you are free from there. Unfortunately, you don't have the internal power within you to pull together the strength that I know that you have. This is an 8 of Cups. You're the only one preventing your healing, your freedom. And this is you and your kids living happily ever after, in spite of the fact that there's a man in this image. There's a King of Wands here. So I'm getting there's a doctor, a social worker, an organization that is expressly designed to help women with children get out of abusive situations. And churches are your first thing, but yellow pages are your next. Go on. If you can, do you have enough freedom? Do you have enough space in time to get alone, do the research, because wands often come up with the internet, get and be the damn healing that you want to see in your life. You are the only one that can change things, my dear. But you change things, you have to put this crap to bed. You have to get out of there, and you need to do this for the sake of your children, in spite of the fact that you think that you can't, and that you are petrified of what you don't see because you fear he's going to come after you. Is that what I'm seeing here?
I'm hearing I can't. Yeah. And if you keep putting that energy out there, the universe says, okay, she can't. Okay, I'm going to bring up all these things. I know she's terrified, but
I am too. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's going to come after her. She fears. I don't know if this is true or not, because the power of her energies are what come through in the card. So she can create this energy all by herself. She doesn't need him to be this angry and this scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Get this, Shuntae?
Shift the I can't.
If you do this right, set this up right. The people are there to help you set this up right. Look at the harvest just waiting for you to bring it in. All right. All you got to do is a little bit of work, and you will be free, my honey. You will be free, and it will be over. And you have already got everything that you need in order to succeed. Just take your focus off of him and put it on what you need to do and where you need to go. And then when you do, get in that boat and go, and trust whoever's helping you to bring you there, and decide, commit to put way more energy into committing to you and the justice and the peace. He's not allowed to treat you like this. I don't care where you live. And you have to stand up and say, no more. This has to end. And if you can't do it by yourself, find the people that are going to help you, because they are there. And dude, look at this. If you call in the Hell's Angels, man, they'll protect your children for you. You know what I mean? You've got an entire community with you, behind you, ready to fight for you, and you just got to go tap them, right? Can you get focused on where you need to go long enough to find these people? That's your task. Oh, yay. Right now, she's no longer scared.
Yay.
Fantastic. That's great. That's your start, Shuntae. That is your power. That is your energy. All right, girlfriends. Thank you for letting us read for you this morning. All right, stay this every hour on the hour. Do this. Just do this little exercise for the next 2 weeks. And I promise you, even if the fear comes back, get back into alignment, and you won't have to deal with him for very, very much longer. Yeah. Go do the work and make it.
Drop the word I can't and think of how can I?
Yeah.
How can I?
Not how can I. I can do this.
I can do this. With, like she said, reaching out to, support, churches, wherever it may be. You have the options. Stop closing your own door, open it up, and look outside.
There's a phone number here in Canada that you can call if you're in an abusive situation. And and they will help you. But like I said, if you can't find, yes, you can do this. Feel the power in those words. Oh my God. It's funny. I watch people come into my readings and they've never seen me before, never seen my cards, never heard my cards, but they've been trying, their spirit has been trying to bring them to this momentary completion for years. And they just feel it for a split second. And it's like, oh, I get it. And I like to say to Greg that if one person comes into my reading room and I read for them and they walk away never needing me again because they are there, I done did my job.
Mm-hmm.
So as you go. All right. You were drawn to me. Well, I am so glad you came in here, Shuntae. Well, I'm here every Tuesday from 9 o'clock till noon. So I'm here for another hour. We'll see if we can get a few more readings off. You'll notice I get a lot less noise here on the YouTube than I got on TikTok. So this is great. I'm really enjoying this. Sorry for the loss to everybody on TikTok losing me, but I love you guys to pieces. But the channel was not participating. So there you go. All right. We are going to move on to Christina, Christina, I swear to God, she's got the best drama of anybody. And she walks through this. I swear to God, she's like a little Buddhist monk in the middle of all of this drama all the way around her. Where are you? Christina, where are you? All right. Make sure you're following, you guys. And if you're watching, make sure, look down. Christina's not even there. We've lost Christina. Jazz Angels, are you still here? Who is still here? I'm not even going to go through this list of names now. Who's still watching on the YouTube aside from Amanda? Come on, you guys. Step up. Speak now, forever hold your peace. You wanna be read for. Now's the time. Alrighty. I guess we have did our duty today. There. I guess I get to read for you at this point. Hey, Amanda.
Sure.
Alrighty. Well, let's see where we're going. Maybe somebody come in while I'm reading for you, and we'll see where we go next, right? Thump, 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 thump. It's Jazz Angels is still here. Good. All right. Okay. So Jazz Angels is watching. Jazz, do you want me to, should I read for you? I've got you in the cards right now, but yeah, I'm going to read for Amanda. Stick around, Jazz. We'll do you next. And grab that link in the chat if you want to come on live. Otherwise, you can chat when I read for you. Up to you. Here we go. So, Amanda. Dude. 10 of coins. Look at this. This is interesting because the 10 of coins is like, this is a completion. This is you rendering to Caesar what is Caesar's. This is you finally being in a physical position where you feel like, okay, I'm good. My bills are getting paid. In spite of, I don't want to pay these bills. I don't want to pay these taxes. I don't want to do any of this. But this is working. This is coming together. This is comfort. This is, okay, damn, I still got to pay the bills. I still got that shit to deal with, but now I'm good. You're feeling this.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be dealing with this drama of people dropping an emergency on your lap last minute. And it's like, how long?
Well, that's the beauty of it. That's going to happen anyway. The difference is that as you are doing this, right, you are looking at what's coming in and you're choosing where to put your focus. You see that? So in essence, you're actually listening to what your spirit is telling you. You are actively going in there, getting into alignment and going, okay, what's next? What's next? And feeling and trusting that energy that's flowing you. And that is the goal. Look at this. It's given you the world. And here's the brand new path and the harvest that you just got to drag in. You just got to stay out of your head. Do you have a business? Have you written your business plan yet?
That's in the plan. My birthday was yesterday and in the
Happy
beginning of the
birthday.
year, and I had literally, I don't know, over 40 some orders last week, trying to catch up after being off a week from work. So
There you go.
I'm trying to clear out all the responsibilities and stuff, and then I'm going to put together. But I have been going live. Like you said, I went live last night. I saw you pop in,
Yeah.
and it was a birthday live stream,
I didn't
But
come in. I was just checking my messages because
Oh, okay.
it's like that. I would be completely off of TikTok. Jazz says
Mhm.
happy birthday to you. I'd be
Thank
completely off
you.
TikTok if it weren't for all the friendships that I've made. So
Mhm.
I'm going to end up what I'll likely end up doing is just posting clips, snippets from this, and maintaining friendships through there. Because I can't see any other way to do it. But this is your power. This is everything coming together. So you can
Yeah.
feel it. Keep the
I
focus.
feel it.
Trust it, and this is. But don't get lost in the idea that the alignment and the perfection creates a perfect world. It will never do that. The shit is, in spite of how great and wonderful and on path everything feels, some shit is coming that's going to knock you off the beam. But you know what to do once that happens, right? And that's the key. So if you can take that energy and focus it so that it flows through to everybody that you're working with, that's your path. And it's going to fulfill you. It's going to give you everything that you need. That's that King of Pentacles coming in. All that is taken care of, right?
Yeah.
And the King of Swords says you already know this. Trust it. Let it be what it is, right? Because the queens are what make things real. But
it's my little crystal sword. I don't know if you can see it.
That is fantastic. I love it. Right? Use that. That's focus. Use that for focusing the truth, because shit's going to come in. You're going to go, oh crap, what is that? Use that crystal to focus the meat suit back on the fact that you are not whatever that is that just happened, that we are bigger, stronger, faster, and that you need to learn whatever is supposed to look for that silver lining. Use that little crystal sword to cut through to the truth of that silver lining.
I like using this guy, which is a obsidian arrowhead spear point.
That's beautiful.
I like using this to cut anything out of me that I need to energetically.
There you go. Oh my God, you got it going on. All righty. Jazz, come. Are you still there? All right, we're going to bring you on live. Welcome. I believe you're on mute. You might want to unmute your mic. There you go.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Good morning. Still morning. Yes. How are you doing?
How are you guys today?
Great.
Good. Great.
Good morning.
You are feeling, why are you feeling so lucky? What lottery did you just win? Feel the answer.
I guess I could say that I got a new job that I kind of feel accepted at and appreciated at. And I also, I don't know, I just feel, somehow I feel really lucky. I don't know what. I know exactly why, but like I'm trying to get down to why I feel more happy or more peace, more like I don't feel that stressed as I used to be.
Yeah, but I can tell you what do you know what it is? You don't know what it is, but you've done this naturally. You don't realize that you've done it. You have managed somehow, and I like to say, you've got to get into alignment. You have, Jazz, managed in finding this job. Is a great job. You love this job. You feel like, oh my God, this is the luckiest thing. I got so lucky finding this. You looked for this job. You put yourself out there and went looking for this job. You created this job. Do you feel that? This wasn't luck.
I feel it.
You put this in, pat yourself on the back. You created this situation. You brought these mermaids. Why am I getting mermaids and rainbows? What are you doing? What is your job?
I'm working at Marshall's in Colorado, and I've been helping out a lot of people over there. And everybody says that I'm really detail oriented over there, and all my bosses love me.
She's working with cosplayers. You're working with people that create magical thingies like mermaids and rainbows. This is why I'm getting this card, right? But you put this together. You get it? Like they like you because what you bring to the table. You feel that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, right? So it's not luck. This is skill. You did this, right? Pat yourself on the back. Right. Okay. So what do you got to tell your boss? There's something you got to tell your boss and you're afraid to tell him. What is that?
Well,
You don't
it's
have to say it
because
live if you don't want to.
okay, so basically what happened is after the holiday season they cut down my schedule and I'm only on one day this week, but I don't know how to tell them like I don't know why they cut my hours down and if there's gonna be more or I don't know what they're gonna tell me.
Yeah. Okay. So you're afraid to go, so you haven't gone to ask.
No, well I go to
Right.
work today around noon at 12.
Okay. Go in 15 minutes early and talk to your boss. Okay. Because you don't want to
Okay.
do it. You don't want to have this conversation on his time. You want to do this on your time. You catch me?
Yes, but the problem with that is I have to call the store and call her and be like, Connie or Erica, I have to say, why was I only put on one day this week? Because
No.
before I was there like working 5 hours from Monday to Saturday, and then I was off Sunday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah. But you don't know why. Guess why?
Yeah.
The cards is suggesting somebody made a mistake.
Okay, that's what my mom and dad were saying. They probably
Oh,
made
totally.
a mistake.
Totally. But you, because you have this little pointy little headed self that likes to think that you are not the absolutely amazing, perfect, fantastic goddess that we are looking at, thinks that it's your fault. But it's not.
Yes,
That's what I'm
exactly.
getting
I was like,
out.
did I do something wrong? I kept telling
You
me,
did
did
nothing
I do
wrong.
something wrong?
No, they made a mistake. And this is the challenge is to have the balls to go in there and go, hey, there must be a mistake. I've only got 3 hours this week. I need to pay my bills. I need to work. If this has got to be a mistake. And they'll go, oh, why have we only got right? And if should this come back and they say, well, you know what, right? If your greatest fears, because this is what's coloring my shadow cards, is your greatest fears, because you're afraid they're going to piss on you and go, no, we really only want you 3 hours a week, right? That's your greatest fear.
Yes.
Right. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Look at you. They hired you because of what you're capable of doing, right? And you make what you do look easy. You get that?
Yes.
Okay. They're seeing that. All right. But you're brand new. And when whoever did their scheduling, they missed you. That's the energy. So your challenge is to go in there and go, hey, I know, when you hired me, I was under the impression we'd be working full time. I can only assume that there was a mistake because somehow I've only got 3 hours this week. Right?
Yes.
Easy conversation. Somebody must have made a mistake because I'm under the impression I have a job, right? Feel the power?
Yes.
That's your power, right? This is the reality. They hired you for a job, not a 3 hour a week thing, right? And you go in there with the anticipation that that is the answer that's going to come back. And go in there forearmed because you already know that they love you. You love this job. They love you. Everything's great. But somebody's just got to put the damn schedule together properly. Okay. Right. So your power lies in there. Treat it like a game, like a mistake was made. And it's like, oh, oops. But have the power and knowledge that, hey, you hired me for a job. How come you only got me working 3 weeks? This doesn't make sense. And no, going in there too, that in the case that you and I have both misread these cards, that they really only want you working 3 hours a week, then you tell them, I need a full-time job. I didn't come in here to have 3 hours.
I remember telling my mom and dad this. My mom was all like, if you go into the office, don't try to get over emotional. And I'm like, but if I do get overly emotional, it's because I was hired and I want to be valued.
Right. Do you feel the way you just said it to me? How comfortable and truthful it felt?
Yes.
Okay. Can you get into that space of truth and comfort, right? You need to know that should they decide that now we're only going to give you 3 hours a week for whatever reason, right? You're bigger, stronger, and better than that. There is another place where your talents are going to come in way more useful. Do you feel that? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, and this job
I
is
just
just
don't know that
piling.
place yet. I told myself, where should I apply and stuff? Because I keep stressing myself. I want to be like, what if the next place doesn't get me for the next 5 or 6 weeks or something, and I don't make the worthy cash or something.
right. So your fear is that this is not going to come into being because you're afraid it won't come into being, but it has no validity. It has no power. Do you feel that?
Yes.
This is all right. So it's in feeling is the nuance in practicing your best life comes into play when you can feel the difference between reality, which is you were hired for a full-time job and they have somehow only booked you 3 hours this week. That's got to be a mistake. Feel how easy the truth flows?
Yes, it just flows.
Yes. So you have
Mhm.
nothing to be afraid of.
I'm seeing an 8, and I'm seeing a back and forth. And what you need to do is reach out and grab the end of that 8 and connect it back, because with that, there's the disconnect.
Yeah.
And keep that infinity sign flowing by reaching out, making that connection, and make it just more of curiosity instead of fear. Be like inquisitive about it.
Yeah. Because the
Okay,
truth
be more
is,
inquisitive and take like the power back and the number 8 and stick it together, not so disconnect.
you got it. Yes. Make what you want and what you deserve be the same thing.
Okay.
Right? You got hired for a job. They've given you 3 hours on the schedule. That has to be a mistake because you hired me for a full-time job. And they'll say whatever they say, at which point you have the power to go, well, fantastic, great, the more hours. You're in a unique position. This is not a financial miscomfort for you should this actually turn out to be your greatest fear, that they're only going to give you 3 hours a week. You are in the unique position that your world is not going to financially collapse around your ears, correct?
True.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay. So remember that that's the comfort. That's the protect. I've got no money is not the issue here. It's the hours. It's the time. It's the self-respect that comes from doing a good job, coming home tired from a hard job that you did good, being the productive, powerful goddess woman that you are becoming. Do you feel that?
This is a part of your journey to show you that you need to step into your power, that your strength is already there. And this is a part of your journey, and it's set up that way so you know how to step in and take it back, not give it away, to step into your power, reach out to them and be like, hey, I only got 3 hours. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it just becomes simply a matter of the energy that you're bringing is going into your boss and go, hey, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but we've only got one of those things left and it needs to be ordered. This is the kind of energy. This is truth. This is reality. This is not anything to be afraid of. But it needs to be fired. This is respect for self. And you need that job. You've got, okay, yes, you don't have the financial requirements that I or Amanda or somebody else might have because you have that safety net that we don't have, right? But that's still not for somebody else to take advantage of the fact. If they turn around and they go, well, we didn't think you need the jobs because you have your safety net. You go, I wasn't hired here because I have a safety net. I was hired here because I have the ability to work and you're not working me. And that's where the 8 of Wands comes in here, is when you put the truth out on the table like that. And with it, and both of these are forward movement cards. These are the 2 8s that Amanda was seeing. I got them popping out here in your shadow card. But putting these forward movement energy, it's like, okay, well, I came here because I want to work here. I'm really good at working here. I love this job, but I need it to be a job, not, if I wanted a volunteer thing where I went 3 hours, 4 hours just once a week, I could do that in 1,000 places, right?
but I need the job because I have to make my living. And if I can't have that job here, and this is not what you're going to say, this is what you need to feel. You need to feel that you are the one with the power in this situation, right? You know that you want the job, that you need the job, and that you are good at the job, and they wanted you at the job. So where's the disconnect? And they're gonna, like I said, this is why it just looks like a mistake. Somebody was doing the scheduling and forgot to include you. How long you been there?
So I've been there since last December. Last December. I started in December, and then they hired me last week because they hired me full time because they were gonna make the decision whether or not to keep people on the 11th, which was Sunday, and they decided to keep me. So I've been there for at least like 2 or 3 months now. 5.
Yeah. Okay. So in the keeping of you, it looks like, do you know which person does the scheduling?
Yes, usually it's my boss Connie or Erica.
Okay. So Connie would likely be the first one to go to, seeing as how hers was the first name. And does she strike you as somebody who's totally overwhelmed in spite of knowing exactly what she's doing?
I would say, yeah, I can kind of tell my bosses are really stressed out. And I told my mom, some of my coworkers were scared to talk to the boss. And I'm like, I don't find her scary. But the other day I could feel that stress. And I'm like, oh, she's scary.
Right. Yeah. That's one of the hard parts about being empathic and feeling other people's emotions and where their state of is. The beauty of it is when you know what their state is, if you can feel your own vibration vibrating higher than whatever position they are in, then you have the power to go where they are and bring them up so that you have the total control over the conversation. Do you feel where I'm? And it's all
I'm in control of the conversation, and I could raise my vibration and raise theirs once I talk it out to them.
Yeah, exactly. Because the second that you lay on the table, this has to be a mistake. Even if it wasn't, you open the door for their grace to come back and say, oh, you're right. This was a mistake. I am so sorry. Or you force their hand into saying, well, I know we kept you, but we're really only keeping you to fill in the holes between the other people. Either way, you end up with a sword of truth and all the power to know what to do next. You catch that?
Yes.
And this is you taking your power back by laying your cards on the table. Pure and simple. And it's always, the devil is always in the details. None of this situation means anything about you, right? It means that, one, you've already discovered you're good at your job. You like doing this job. You could easily get this job in half a dozen, I don't know what kind of locale. Hopefully this is not the only place in your neighborhood where you could work, but you could get this job somewhere else easily and do it just as well, if not better. So you have power coming into the table, right? They already saw that, or they wouldn't have offered you the full-time job. Do you see that?
Yes.
Right. So you already have that power coming to the table. You offered me a full-time job. Somebody screwed up because I only got 3 hours this week. See the change?
Yeah, when I bring it up to them, I'm gonna be like, I noticed, I looked at the schedule. What's with the 3 hours? I mean, you guys did hire me. Like, are you gonna add
Did I
me back on?
misunderstand? You got it. See how easier it is? When you take an anxious making situation like this, where it really means taking you, who obviously is not, you're not about to go out there and become Taylor Swift at the front of a stage somewhere, right? But you want to feel the power and comfort of being all that you can be in the person that you are. And the fear of rattling that up to make your because this could potentially, the fear is that this talking to them could make my situation worse. But the reality is, in not talking to them, you're accepting that the situation is not feasible. You get it? And so you end up settling into that energy, and they go, oh, okay, cool, that's fine. Have a nice day. And you end up, okay, now what do you do? Because now you've given your power to them and they've accepted it, right? So the key is to maintain the power. You hired me, and I don't understand why I only have 3 hours, and leave it there. And they're gonna respond appropriately. I don't have you losing your job or having to go look for a new one in the cards, but you need to be prepared for that power. Do you see the nuance?
Yes.
The same power you use to find this
and own it.
And own it, exactly, because that is your power. They can't take that from you, even if they take the job away.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know your skills. You know your worth.
So what's with the mermaid?
I don't know. Lately, I've been seeing a mermaid in my dreams, like if I'm in Atlantis or something, and I'm like, I don't know what that's representing. I keep seeing this mermaid, me going up to this mermaid in my like dream, and like I'm looking into her hat, like if she has powers or something, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. I keep seeing all these people at Atlantis. Like I know Atlantis is like a made up place, but I could see all these people and I just felt comfortable. Like then I could breathe underwater freely. That's all I keep seeing in my dream, but I don't know what that represents.
Okay, so watch this. Yeah, so the Atlantis thing, there are fictional stories surrounding Atlantis, but I guarantee you that there are dozens and dozens of Atlantises all over the planet. Okay, so that generational feeling of being connected to a city that is now underwater is a reality. You get that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just your own energy saying to you, but we are mermaids. Look at where our village is, right? But that's meat suit energy. The power energy is that, yes, you are a mermaid. Remember who you are. Pull that power into you. Do you feel that?
I see the mermaid in you sitting back to back. And it's like, we're here, you know.
Waiting to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Own it.
We're connected. It's like, I'm here to be with you when you're ready. It's like, you have it within you.
It's got nothing to do with being ready. You are this is you. You are already there.
Yeah, you're there.
Your ego inception is going, oh, we're not ready. Oh, no, we're going to do it this way because we're scared, right? Your meat suit lives in total fear that it will die. And the moment that you reunite with your whole complete self, the veil of secrecy, as they call it, tells your meat suit that in order for you to be complete and whole and reunited, you have to die. And that's not true. You just...
I think isn't that called like an ego death when your ego dies? I keep telling my mom, I think I'm going through that, but then my brain keeps stopping me saying, you can't do it. You can't do it. And I'm like,
you can do it. You can do it. It doesn't have to die. It just got to get on board. You feel the power of you that is you when you're in the zone, when you feel all of you got it, all that in a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel that, you say to yourself, feel that power? Stop telling me negative things. I am sick to death of you telling me negative things about us because none of it is true. We are. And treat it. I had to treat myself like a we because there's two voices in there. There's this scared, petrified little pointy little head that was me that spent my entire teenage years want to check out of this existence because I thought I was the most miserable human ever born. Knowing full well that I was so afraid of screwing it up that I would end up lying in a bed in a coma for 27 years like Karen Ann Quinlan. If you guys don't know who that is, go ahead and look her up. And that I would become an even worse burden on society than I ever was before. And then one night I had a dream and my spirit guide came to me. You guys ever hear the Footprints poem?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you heard of it, Jazz?
No, I can look it up.
Okay, you're going to have to look it up because it's a beautiful poem. It's Christian spirituality if you want to read it that way. But it is the reality of I had a dream and I was walking down the beach and I could see the footprints in the sand of that reflected the walk. I'm getting chills telling this story. I could see the footprints in the sand of me walking this existence that is my life. And I could see every single time where my life got dark and hard and painful. And I had to walk alone. And the spirit says, no, son, you weren't walking alone. That single pair of footprints was when I carried you. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Own it. That's you. That's you doing that carrying, right? And you already feel that in you. When you're in the zone, that's you. That's all you in a bag of chips. You know it. Your job is to make sure everybody else knows it in spite of themselves. That's beautiful.
Standing in my power and telling them, you can't have it over me. I have the power.
That's right. But to do it subtly and gently with love because they don't know where their power is.
Okay.
You feel that?
Yes.
So it's like where you feel lost and scared. I feel like a lost, scared people. I love telling little kids, like, oh, how old are you? And they'll go, well, 4. I go, hey, me too. Okay. I'm 4. And I chose 4 as my spiritual age because you have all of the freedom and all of the personal power because you know who you are and where you are and nobody's taken it away from you yet, or at least in my case, right? And nobody can, even if, you know, they make me go to bed, I wake up the next morning and I'm still 4, right? That is the power of self that you need to embrace and become all day, every day, because stuff like this is going to make you feel like the world is throwing knives at you. And if you let your pointy little head choose to feel like the knives are being thrown at you, you end up scared of these poor little pointy-headed toddlers that you work for who don't know who they are, where they are, or even where their power is, which is why they're out of sorts when they're out of sorts, right? And you vibrate above them because you always know who you are and where you are.
That makes a lot of sense. I remember when I was telling my mom about my past job, I'm like, I think that's what happened. I saw my past job as a growing stone, even though those people that I used to work with weren't really helpful. Like they would cut down my schedules all the time and they wouldn't tell me what was happening. They kept telling me, oh, you only can work on the weekends now to get your hours. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to stand for that.
That's right. That's right. So it's a similar situation here, but I'm getting the energy that somebody, because of the shift into the new employees, somebody accidentally left you off of the channel. So bring that energy that's what happened. And surprise, surprise, if I'm misreading that, and that is not actually what happened, but if it isn't, then you have the power to go, oh, I've got to find a new job because they weren't serious about giving me full time. Feel the power given back to you.
Yes, I feel the power.
All right. And this is what your folks are trying to show you that you should be focusing on is that power, but they can't give it to you. You have to find it. You have to own it. You have to bring it out and use it.
And then I feel when I'm in my power, I feel really liberated. Like I feel at the most power and liberated. And like, I feel so confident, which I'm not used to feeling confident like that.
Well, pat yourself on the back and make yourself go, dude, this confidence, we want to feel like this all the time. Get it? You don't want to go back to being the scaredy cat that you were. You don't want to go back to the dark places because you've grown above that. You are stronger, that you don't need to go back there.
Are you a fire sign?
I'm an Aries Mars, but I'm in a Capricorn ascending with a Aquarius sun and a Libra moon.
Yeah, so that Aries energy. So I want you.
And the Libra moon,
Yeah,
people pleaser.
I see flames around you, right? Like imagine your body, and then the silhouette is surrounded by these flames, and that's your strength. And as you walk into any situation, know that those flames, that Ariesness is surrounded you at all times, and that's your power. So any situation you can face head on.
I tell my mom all the
as a
time when I'm
visual.
dreaming, I can literally see that flame coming in the back of me, and it's standing right in the back of me, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like,
That's
"Is
you."
that like
That's you.
and I'm like, I can't notice that's me. I'm like, and then I'm like, I keep just looking at this person, and then it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there behind my back, like it's like sitting behind a chair.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That is
She's
absolutely
waiting for the flame to connect. And when that connects, like I said, that silhouette, that flame is going to be around you, and it's just going to be burning. Just imagine like your power, and it's just like you're standing in it. Ooh, I'm getting chills thinking about it.
Oh, me too. I love
Keep
this.
that,
The
keep that
greatest thing.
image.
So what you need, Jazz, is an instantaneous action trigger that you can do. I just take a nice deep breath and relax into myself, and I drop. So in Qigong, what we do, we call it sinking. And what we do is we take our chi energy and we lock it into itself so that our breath feels like it's coming from our diaphragm instead of our chest. Can you feel the difference of your breathing? Take a nice deep breath and relax it right down. You want the breath coming from your diaphragm. You want to relax right into it. And when you can feel it, you'll feel if you're speaking, you'll feel your voice drop. Octave, maybe not an octave, but at least a couple of notes anyway. You feel it, Jazz?
Yeah, I feel like my diaphragm is opening, and it's not so like my throat doesn't feel so like.
Yeah, you want to get that. If you feel like you're breathing from your throat, this is when you need to do this relaxation exercise. And you want to practice this, as I told, who was I reading for earlier? Shuntae. You want to do this every hour on the hour for the next 2 weeks so that it becomes a practice, so that you live in that elemental space of balance. It's your neutrality. This is like if you walk into a door so hard that you give yourself a black eye, this space of sync, neutrality, you are capable of physically removing pain from yourself. But you have to be, it's a practice. You got to be really good at it in order to do that. So every hour on the hour for the next, do you have use an alarm on your computer or on your phone or on your, if you got a smartwatch, set an alarm. So every hour on the hour, you check in yourself and you go, am I in my power or aren't I? And if you're not, if there's something like, my tag is bugging me or my coffee's cold, right? You'll feel whether there's any kind of anything out of the ordinary. If you're neutral, you're good to go. If you're anything above neutral, happy, you're vibrating, everything's comfortable, you're good to go. Anything even remotely, and you got to feel for the answer when you say, how am I doing? How am I doing? And I go inside and I go, I'm in alignment, I'm good. Right? Oh, I'm happy, I'm joyous, I'm in whatever kind of emotion, because it's the emotion that you express to the universe that tells the universe what to give you, right? So you like your job, you like the people for the most part that you're working with. What you don't like is the anxiety of not knowing why you only got 3 hours for these shifts, right?
Yes,
so
that's
right,
the only part is the anxiety.
Right? But feel the power that this isn't my fault. I didn't do this. I didn't create this. Somebody had to have screwed up. Because I like these people. These are nice people, right? They're stressed. Yes. They do way too much work. They are not in alignment with themselves. So they're living in their toddler brain. Ergo, they must have made a mistake. You feel that? And then you give them their grace. Yes. And in the event that they didn't make a mistake, they discover that you're damn serious about a full-time job. But you've done it in such a way that gives them all kinds of space to bring it back in for you.
exactly. That's why I want to value elaborate on and just like feel my confidence and be like, oh, they just made a mistake. Then before I was telling my mom, like I was over the weekend getting all sad about it. I'm like, why am I feeling all this anger? And then my mom's like, why were you feeling sad? And I said, because my job was stressing me out and I couldn't stop thinking about it.
It's because of the belief that you're not worthy enough that is weighing you down because of the situation. You need to sit with that belief and know that you are worthy. And you are worthy to stand in your power, to ask the questions, to know your worth.
Yeah. And this is an internal conversation with yourself, Jess. You can have a conversation with your pointy little head and go, why am I feeling afraid? Why am I feeling like I did something wrong? Did I do something wrong? You can't think of a single thing that you did wrong, can you?
No.
Right. So why is your pointy little head going, oh, but we must have done something wrong? No, how come they couldn't have done something wrong? Right?
You know what I'm hearing?
Right.
It's mother wounds.
They do something wrong.
It's what?
Mother wounds. That's what I'm hearing. Mother wounds. Your mom telling you what to do, forcing you to do something that you didn't want to do, your worth, whatever it may be, sit with your childhood, even like subconsciously, like think about deep down the pressures that you get.
I know what you're picking up on. So Jazz has lack of confidence in self-power because somebody else has always come behind and picked everything. Your mom is a fixer. Your mom picks everything, picks you up and dusts you off all the time. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but how old are you now, Jazz? You got to be in your early 20s?
I'm going to be 24 in February.
Right. So you're still your mom's, dude, will be your mother's baby until the day she dies.
That's what we were saying. I'm even going to be her baby when I'm 75.
Yep. And she will want to wipe your nose and stroke your hair and hug you and wipe your tears and all of that because you're her baby. Are you an only child?
No, I have a brother who's 4 years older than me.
Okay, but he's a boy. He's a boy.
My little girl, yeah.
Yes. And boys will be boys. Your mother was raised in that crap mentality in spite of herself. So no matter how 21st century and Gen X your mother might be, she was still raised in that boys will be boys world. And she has all of those ingrained stupidities that we were all raised with that she needs to work out in herself. And she doesn't even know we're there.
Yep.
Get it?
Yeah.
So she is always going to be who she creates herself to be. And at her age, creation becomes so much more internally focused than when you're your age. Okay. And your task with your mom, should you choose to accept it, is to take, because you're now 24, you're a grown woman, and she's sitting there, she's looking at you and going, she wants you to grow up and make her a grandbaby, and she wants to, do all those mom, daughter, granddaughter things with you. And she's got that in the back of her head that either one day that's going to happen, or depending on what her relationship is with you. Watch this. Part of her anxiety situation may come from the fear that she is not able to give that to you. Right? That she can't do that for you, but she still wants to. You get it?
Yeah.
And that's just mom energy.
Exactly is it, because sometimes when I go to my stuff, she's like, how can I help you? Tell me, how can I help you? And I'm like, I don't know how you can help me. Like
you can help me by allowing me to experience what I need to experience, because in reality, it's nice to have a nice little baby and you take care of it and precious, but the baby itself, you don't learn the lessons you need to go through and need to learn on your own, because your mother is too worried about making sure you're taken care of, but not teaching you how to take care of yourself, which leaves you in that fear moment because you're so used to having that cloud lift you along. But when you're on your own and then things aren't working out, you're like, why isn't it working? You know what I mean? And like, what do I do? Like, No, that's you stepping into your power, releasing that energy, lovingly release it, lovingly say, thank you, Mom. I appreciate the contract and the things you've taught me, but I'm standing in my power. I'm taking control of this situation. And this is what lesson you need to learn from it and lesson she needs to learn from it.
Yeah, I also been asking myself, what do I need to release this year and last year? Like I don't know what exactly I need to release, but I don't know what's going on with me. Like, what is exactly that I need to release? I keep asking myself, but it's not giving me the answer.
I got the answer for you. Do you know what you have to release? Absolutely nothing. You're doing it backwards. You don't want to release. You want to embrace. You catch this? You don't want to cut. You don't want to cut the pointy little head loose. This is what I see. This pointy little head that says all the horrible negative things is really trying to do its best. Jazz, you don't know what you are or where you're going, but you're doing the best that you can because nobody else can do it for you. You feel that energy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell your pointy little head, feel the power in yourself and tell your pointy little head, I'm in charge. Let me be in charge. We feel the control, feel the power, feel the strength. You don't need to know anything, right? Do you feel where I'm pushing you here?
Yes.
Bring that pointy little
myself head and tell my head, I'm in charge. I can do this.
And get your pointy little head on board and go, because there's a point at which when something happens and all of a sudden I don't feel, and I catch myself and I go, ooh, I don't feel good. My immediate reaction is to get myself back into alignment. It doesn't matter what caused me to get out of alignment. It doesn't matter what any of the details or the issues are. What matters is that I am at this moment the best me that I can be. And there's only one me. So how do I become that one me? My pointy little head goes, all right, let's feel our way through this.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel through with love and control and honor and grace, not fear and anxiety and what if and what could or what should or what might or do you feel the difference?
Yes.
You have that
fear
power.
Is not the real you. The real you is telling you you can do this. The fear is telling you you can't do this and scaring you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because okay, so Eckhart Tolle described it as the ego inception. And what happens is that somewhere between the moment of your birth and about 7 years old, all right, you go through something that is traumatic to your spiritual self, who up until that moment is the perfect goddess that you were born into, right? And all of a sudden your body goes, oh my God, I'm alone. The world and nobody's coming to save me. And do you see the fear? Right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So the immediate response of the aligned, informed person is to go, oh, that was something else. What the hell happened there? And go, oh, okay, what can I learn from that? And to go back into the alignment and feel your way through. Sometimes that happens just because shit happens. Shit happens. That's why we're here. When we're over there, everything's perfect. There's no contrast. There's no
will always happen, and you'll have to learn how to make yourself go through it.
Yes, but that's why we're here. Because there's no contrast over there. Everything is perfect. Everything is love and light and peace and comfort. Right? This is how we create that peace and love and light and comfort, by becoming one with it internally.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Easy. Easiest thing in the whole world. And everybody treats it like it's the most complicated thing to ever understand. But it's just to go in, be that power center. And if this is going, oh, but I'm scared or I'm hurt or I'm what if, you go, shut up and just let me handle things. Just be quiet. Go sit over there in the corner and
like,
don't
you're
even
fine. I'm fine. Leave me, like I'm good.
Yell
at yourself.
I'm not having these thoughts. Knock it off. Don't bring
Yell
these
thoughts.
Right? I say to why are you bringing negative thoughts? Why are you giving me thoughts? I'm estranged from my son, who I love dearly. My daughter has accused me my entire lifetime of him being my favorite child. And likely so, because he was really, really hard to make. I had, back in the day, you had to have doctors sign off on getting abortions. He was absolutely physically toxic pregnancy. And I had, I was scheduled, if I chose, I could go in and they would, so much as, I was so sick. I lost 14 pounds. And at 8 months pregnant, they were not sure that I would survive the remaining period of time. Anyway, I had permission, should I choose to follow that path, to get a late stage delivery in order to force the ending. Now, at that age, the child would either be automatically birthed, and his age, he would have survived anyway, but it was to end the pregnancy, because the pregnancy child was fine. He was perfectly healthy, but he was killing me from the inside. So they call it an abortion, but it's not. It's an abortion is a completely different procedure. This would have been an induced delivery, and I would have kept the child anyway, but it was to end the pregnancy because it was killing me. And I had to, so he was hard to make. And so going full term with him, actually giving birth to him, created an extra energy towards him from me, that my daughter saw as him being, oh, well, he's always been your favorite, right? So being estranged from him makes it very difficult that I'm not even in contact with my favorite child suddenly. And so he comes into my head, and my pointy little head starts putting up all these what if, woulda, shoulda, couldas. And the only way for me to put it back to bed is to give him back his grace. This man is 30. What year is it? I have to do math because I can never remember how old they are. Anyway, he's over 30. He's a grown man, and his spirit is over there taking care of him. That's his spirit's job, not my job. My job, my spirit's job is to take care of me, and it does a great job. Thank you very much. I'm still alive in spite of my teenage years. So, right. And so I get these negative thoughts. What if, and I actually have conversations with myself where it's like, I actively have to visualize him in his perfection. And in his case, I have a beautiful image that comes into my head of him. He could do no wrong. Everything was perfect. He was perfect. We were perfect. All of that. And I see him. That's the only way I ever allow myself to see him. Right. And this thing, if it ever decides it's going to see my son any other way than in that perfection, we have a conversation. We don't do that. And that is how you give somebody else back their grace, right? So in the case of your two bosses there, Jazz, in saying to them, oh, there must be a mistake because I was sure that you offered me a full-time job. That gives them
grace and be like, I know you gave me this full-time job, and then give them time to give you an answer. And then if it's not what you want, then you go back in and just
feel your way through it.
Graceful.
Yeah. Yes, instead of trying to think your way, because this thing's real good at math. It's real good at figuring out programs or writing things, putting stories together. I don't know what you do that's good. Do you must sew and put together stuff?
Well, I usually make dance videos. I'm a dancer.
Okay. So, but you make your own costumes?
No.
Okay.
No, I just make my own dance videos. I don't really
You're creating the dances.
Costumes, yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm seeing the dancing costumes, is because you're actually you're creating. So it's more like choreographer of your own dances. You're creating that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when you are creating and you're feeling, oh man, I'm getting chills over this. You could go places with this. There's an energy that's it's an immediate flow through. You're not thinking about this. You're just doing it. See that?
I always feel at peace when I'm dancing, and I just keep going and going, and I never want to stop.
Yeah.
My mom is always telling me you should own a dance studio, and I said that's gonna be a lot for me because I have to choreograph the own dances. Plus, I think you have to take a bunch of lessons to be able to get certified as a dance teacher.
One step at a time, and
step
you'll
at a
have
time.
collaboration. You
Did you
don't
hear-
have to do it on your own. You get that out of your head. You don't have to do it on your own.
Did you feel the shift in yourself when you told us why you couldn't be a dance instructor?
Yeah, it was more
Amanda
fear.
and I just watched you go from here to boom so fast, make your head swim. All right, watch this. Feel the truth of this. Are you or are you not a brilliant dancer?
I am a brilliant dancer.
Okay, and what the magic and the glory that you express to the universe is what you were born to do. Can you feel that?
Yes.
All right, these are the words to your head. If you can teach yourself to do what you have taught yourself to do, you already know how to teach those kids.
Yes, I do.
Right? Because the dance isn't about the way the body moves. It's about how you feel when you're dancing. Yes? No?
Yes.
Right? You know that when the flow is going, if you do this move, it's gonna still the dance. So that move doesn't work. Let's try something else. Right? Do you see that?
Yes.
So, okay. So now look at the way that you put together a dance. And I want you to pick it apart emotionally and see the magic that you lay down. Your brain is doing the calculating and the movement of the flow of the dance. That's required. Okay, that's where the skill comes from. And it is working with your flow in order to create the magic of the dance. That's when you are most in alignment. Do you feel that?
You're moving her energy around. Woo!
Yeah. And I want you to live in that energy all day, every day, Jazz. That's what your mother sees when she looks at you. That's what your father sees when he looks at you. What you put out there is what the people that love you see. And when you put out hesitation, anxiety, fear, all they want to do is make you feel better, but they don't know how to make you feel better. So
I have to make myself feel at peace and better.
Yes, because nobody
You're
else.
the only one seeing through your eyes.
That's
only
right.
one. That's just you. You're in control, not anybody else. Don't all that control. Bring it back right here, and you make it happen for yourself because it's only your life. That's it. Nobody else.
That's the alignment.
It's only my life and my body and how I control myself.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. That power is all yours.
Totally.
Anybody else, your bags weigh nothing. So if anything's weighing you down, that means you are holding somebody else's baggage, somebody else's belief systems that do not align with yours. So all you have to do is drop it.
Dude, I thought that Shuntae grasped this really quickly. I think Jazz just found exactly how to dance with herself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel something plugged in for you, Jazz. Do you feel the two parts of you? This is your yin and your yang in perfection. Look at how happy you are dancing. And they're dancing. Right? And look at you looking down, your spiritual self, all of your ancestors, all of your eternal energy going, yeah, just keep dancing. Just do the jazz. This is the dancing. This is what you need to be doing.
I can totally see that I'm coming as one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it?
The alignment.
And this is the thing, right? So you get into this you that is everything, that zone that you know already so comfortably. Get into that zone and then decide how you want to feel about whatever the situation is. And your mom was right to say, well, look, there must be a mistake because they just gave you a full-time job. And your pointy little head is going, no, it's me. I'm a total fuck up. It had to be something I did. But
it's nothing I did.
But it's nothing that you did. Somebody screwed up, yes, but it wasn't you. You are perfect. So your choice then is you look at the situation, you go, okay, even if it was me, so what? What do I do about it now? Right? You get into alignment and you choose your best emotional path through it. Right now, what's your best emotional path through this? Talk to your boss and say, hey, did I misunderstand the offer of a full-time job? Because you only got me 3 hours this week. Easy.
Yep.
Truth, clean, and it comes back the way it's supposed to. And I'll tell you what, this practice, you are going to discover, Jazz, this is going to cascade over the magic of everything coming together for you in ways you cannot even fathom, is going to blow your mind. And I give you a week and you're going to be coming back here next Tuesday and going, oh my God, Tina, this is what fell into place. This is what happened this week, because alignment is the only thing we as human meat suits ever need to do. Everything else takes care of itself. That's the law of attraction. That is quantum physics. That is my happy dog philosophy. This is Chuan, which is the warrior energy that we own and are. We just need to be it.
Do you happen to have any blue crystals?
What's that?
Do you happen to have any blue crystals?
Yes, I have angel light in my window.
I want you to take that, and when you speak to your boss, I want you to hold that.
Okay, you want me to take the stone in my pocket?
How big is this? Hold on. How big is the stone?
Yeah, let's
let
see.
me go. I'll get it right
All
now.
right. We're going to see the stone. I've got 3 minutes left here, you guys.
Yeah, angel light's pretty cool. I have one in my bedroom. How big is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put that in your
Right.
pocket. Hold on to it when you're speaking.
We got 3 minutes left. I'm going to quick tell you a story about strength that is powerful. I got this, my father told this story at a conference once, and the entire audience was dead silent, and there were people with tears streaming down their faces. It was so powerful. So back when the world was being created, this is a First Nations story, and I cannot tell you what nation it came from, but it was he got it from a tribal elder, and he told this story. The great creator was creating the world, and the lowly mouse came up and he said to the creator, what do I get to be? Where's my power? And he said, your power is in tearing things down so that you can build things up, right? And so he said, okay. So the mouse went off and said, okay, I have my mission in life. And then the eagle came by and he said, well, what am I to do? And he said, well, your power is to be far-seeing so that you can easily find your place in life and rise and soar above all others. And Rock came to him and he said, but what about me, creator? What shall I be? And the creator said, I'm getting chills telling this story. And the creator said, your power will be strength and solidity. And when all else is lost, you will stand firm. So that's you will find strength in that rock when your physical body doesn't have any of its own. You see that?
Yes.
So when you rub the rock, you invoke the spirit within. And so that strength becomes yours when you rub the rock.
And blue represents the throat chakra, which is speaking your truth.
The ability to speak. That's nice.
Yes, also, I've been trying to heal my throat chakra a lot. And I'm
Lay it on there.
It is getting healed.
Yep, lay it on there and imagine just it like water flushing it out.
Can you write?
Okay.
Do you hand write?
I do handwrite, but my writing's kind of hard to understand.
Doesn't matter. You're the only one going to be reading it. I want you to journal, Jack. Okay. 2 reasons. One, the journaling creates a physical, direct, immediate connection between your brain and your physical suit. It's like wearing a necklace. You put a necklace on, you can use the power of the necklace to connect your head and your heart. All right. When you're writing, your physical body becomes one with the thoughts that are streaming from your head. Your brain is creating the physical act of the writing, while your spirit is creating the nature of the words. Do you see that?
Yes.
And this is how you're going to bring, nobody else has to read this, but what you want to practice doing is this conversation with yourself about how things are and how things should be and why they aren't. And you get your negative thoughts, you write it down, and what this exercise will do will give you the ability to actively recognize and control what you do with the thoughts that come into your head.
I'm going to start doing that so I could look at it and be like, this is false. This is all a lie.
Yes. Yeah, you get it. And it's feel for the answers in that, in the dantian, in that space just below your diaphragm, where that power comes from. Let it answer the questions, not this. And you practice feeling the difference. Right?
There you go.
Right?
It finally came out. I just burped because I wasn't able to burp earlier, and it just came out. So it's like
that's crazy.
that final release.
I have to ditch you guys. I've got a daughter in crisis. We're talking about mummies picking up after their daughters. My daughter's going through chemo, and last I heard from her, she needs me to come over and wipe her brow and hold her and take care of her because she's not doing so well. Hopefully, she's feeling better this morning than she was last night when I spoke to her. But she did have that chemo this morning, so I'm expecting to have to drive into the city this afternoon and take care of my baby girl. But it is, I think everybody here today has managed to pick up on something very powerful, and we'll be back here next Tuesday. And when things come together for me, you guys will see me a little more often, probably for shorter periods of time where I'll pop in and just do quick readings every now and again, which is what I'd love to be doing all day, every day, but not yet.
Right.
Soon. That's one of the universe's soons.
Yeah.
Love to you all watching. Thank you. I'm glad you all came in today, and we'll be back here next Tuesday. Follow along, subscribe, and we'll see you guys again soonish. Be well.
Yes, thanks, and take care, and love and light to your daughter.
Thank you, Amanda. Have a great day, you guys. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Ciao.